to make it to the other side. But it was all worth it. It's just it was a different way of working for me. Leslie Lincoln-Glauder was terrific as the director, and Eric Newman as the showrunner. I had one director because sometimes they bring in different ones, and that I was a little concerned about it. I didn't want to have to do that. So Leslie did all 6 episodes.
Robert, I really appreciate the time here. It is an honor to have you on, and if you bet. And if you will indulge me in just one more minute here, I have a Goodfellas poster in my green room that I bought at a golf auction years ago. Ray Liotta was a guest on this program long before his passing. He saw the autographed poster in my green room. This is him busting it open with an axe, okay? Because he said the autograph on it that was supposedly his was fake.
Oh, wow.
And so now this is a big moment for me, Robert. I need to ask you if yours is fake too, because that would freak me out. Is that your real autograph, Robert De Niro?
Can I see the full
yes, sir.
signature?
Yes, we can. I think we have a. Do we have a full picture for Robert to see? Okay, that's all we got for you to see.
I see the last name. I don't see the front. That's important.
That's all there is. That's all there is, actually.
Then I don't know, because I would, especially then, I would write my full name, and the end looks a little like if they copied it, okay, but the front is important, and not just the last name. I sign my full name.
So that's all there is. It's not like we've got.
Then that's weird. That's weird.
So you think it's fake? You think
I won't go. I won't go so far as to say that, but if I looked at the whole poster and saw the way it was, I might be able to give you a better idea.
Okay. Well, again, that's all there is of your autograph on the poster.
Yeah, that's strange. That's weird.
Okay. So I have been hoodwinked.
So I'll sign one for you next time.
I will take it.
Whenever you send it.
I appreciate. I will do that, because Ray did in fact bust the thing open, and like a check, he crossed it out and initialed the cross out and then signed it himself again.
If you send me that one, I'll do the same thing if I don't think it's mine, and I'll write it out again.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Accepted. Look for my missive soon enough, and thank you again.
Just send it.
I will do that. I will do that. Like I said, I have been a fan forever, and this has been an honor to have you, and I'm thrilled to help in any way support the Alto Nights and 0 Day and anything else. If you ever want, I'm happy to be here and chat with you, because I barely scratched the surface.
Well, thank you, Rich.
I appreciate that. That's Robert De Niro, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Check out the Alto Nights in theaters near you. Oh boy. Fun stuff. There goes Robert De Niro.
How about that?
Here comes Rich Ackerman with a sports update.
Infinity Sports Network Sports Flash.
Well, J.J. McCarthy is the Vikings' priority, and they are reportedly moving on regarding any plans that include Aaron Rodgers right now. McNeese will face Clemson tomorrow, and there's news regarding both coaches in that game. The Tigers' Brad Brownell reportedly gets a 6-year extension, while Will Wade could be joining him in the ACC, as the Cowboys coach said he has been in contact with NC State. Meanwhile, the NCAA tournament continues tonight with 2 more first 4 games before the madness tips off tomorrow. Mount St. Mary's takes on American in the first game tonight in Dayton. Dwayne Simpkins led Maryland to the tournament as a player. Now he has a different perspective, leading the Eagles in the field of 68 as a head coach.
I told them how much and how bad I wanted it for them. I know how much they've been through. So to see them get a chance to experience this, this is priceless for me as a coach.
American won the Patriot League title at 22-12. The Mountaineers also 22-12 in winning the MAC. Xavier faces Texas in the second part of the doubleheader. Shohei Ohtani didn't disappoint in his return to Japan. He had 3 hits in the first 2 games, including a homer today in the Dodgers' 6-3 win over the Cubs. I'm Rich Ackerman.
This is the Infinity Sports Network. Follow us on X. Our handle is INF Sports Network. That's INF Sports Network on X.
March 28th.
A 19-year-old girl was kidnapped. I'm gonna bring her home.
Jason Statham is a working man.
You a cop? You wish I was a cop.
From the director of The Beekeeper.
This is human trafficking.
You do this, better go full on.
Is that a grenade?
Yep.
You ain't a cop. You're a working man.
Time to get to work.
A Working Man. Rated R. Under 17. Not admitted without parent. Only in theaters March 28th. Sponsored by Amazon MGM Studios.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Good morning, beat freaks. Who's ready to move? Let's start this day right.
Tasha's morning dance parties are meeting rave reviews.
Lose your phones and find your groove.
They need an ops manager to help their community dance the morning away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. The remaining first 4 games will be held tonight. Mount St. Mary's will take on American, and Xavier will face Texas. Both of those games can be heard right here on Pirate Radio beginning at approximately 7 p.m. In the NBA, it was the Hawks over the Hornets 134-102, and Zach Agnos went 1 inning, did not allow a hit, and struck out 1 batter in the Rockies' 3-1 win over the Giants. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Voliva with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Ayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate. Buyers are ready now. Many buyers are expecting interest rates to adjust in 2025, and they're getting ready to start their home search ahead of the spring market when competition increases.
Visit our website at encpiraterealty.com to connect with our experienced team of agents. Go Pirates!
Back on the Rich Eisen Show radio network, along with our Roku channel live stream at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get deals so right, it almost feels wrong. Now's the best time to get that Hyundai car or SUV you've always wanted. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty, 3 years of 36,000 miles of limited complimentary maintenance. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event is going on right now. So visit your local Hyundai dealer today. It's a great day for a new Hyundai. It's a great day to record a show that's launching on the Roku Sports Channel platform and portal. And ladies and gentlemen, one of the co-hosts and executive producer of Women's Sports Now, Susie Schuster is here.
Hey, everybody. Well, hi there. Great to be here. Roku Channel. We're on Roku Channel.
I know, you're on the Roku Channel.
Roku Channel. I'm practicing saying it.
Okay.
Roku Channel.
Okay.
3 in the morning, I woke up, said Roku Channel.
Oh, and you could have watched the Dodgers.
I know. I think, didn't Sarah wake up at 3 in the morning or something?
Well, that was
insane?
because Cage came in bed with us.
Sarah Tiana, a co-host of the show, along with Colleen Wolfe, Renee Montgomery. You're recording today. Shaq's on the show.
Shaq is on the show. My security blanket is on the show.
Right.
He's on. Corey Close is on the show. We have the #1 women's seed of all of college ball.
Right.
With no disrespect, we have Corey Close.
Yeah, the UCLA head coach is making her way here.
I have to say, yesterday was so insane in the rehearsal. Cooper says I don't laugh very much, right?
Well, you're not around Sierra Tiana enough, right?
Mom, you don't laugh all that much. I was crying so hard. Felly will tell you. I was crying so hard in the rehearsal that I looked like Jennifer Coolidge from White Lotus. I mean, makeup was down to here. It was so amazing.
Don't jump off the
exactly. Hopefully, and I'm not moving to Thailand.
Well, Xander's favorite line,
What is that?
Those gays, they're trying to kill me.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
That's your
You're
Coolidge.
welcome.
That's your Coolidge,
It's not a bad Jennifer Coolidge.
That wasn't
not bad. You're getting that out of your
Do you
system
remember
before.
when Schwarzenegger was here, he wouldn't sit in this chair because it made you feel like you were alone.
It's a baby chair. You called it a baby chair.
Just baby. I won't sit in the baby chair.
You don't like
You
it?
have to sit up in this chair or else you feel like you're slouchy.
You're not slouching.
I know, so I'm sitting.
So, well, you're the executive producer of Women's Sports Now. I assume you approve of the chairs that you have on the set.
We have the greatest chairs because I picked them out with our awesome set design. Guys, I feel really excited about this. I'm not going to lie.
Congrats. It's a huge
We
deal.
have a gorgeous
Good
set.
for you
It's
guys.
right over there. And we are so thrilled to be launching this with Hello Sunshine and Roku Channel. This is, I can't think of another show that's all about women's sports. We are covering every aspect of women's sports.
And
So it won't just be ball. It'll
Uber Eats is delivering game day deals all tournament long because you can't watch 8 hours of basketball a day on an empty stomach. From burgers to wings, pizza to chicken sandwiches, whatever you're craving, Uber Eats has deals on all your game day favorites so you never have to miss a single buzzer beater. Get game day deals on all your favorites. Only on Uber Eats. Order now. Remember, get game day deals on all your favorites. Only on Uber Eats. Order now.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this. If something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed.
Tommy Easton, the head baseball coach at Pitt Community College. Talk about your pitching staff as a whole.
As a whole, I think, we've got strike throwers. And that's the biggest thing. Last year, we strike out 9, walk 9. This year, I think, we don't have as much velocity right now, but that could go up with the weather. But we're throwing strikes. And, some of these conditions, you can't pitch scared. If you pitch defensively, you're going to get beat.
Tune in Mondays at noon for The Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio.
At U.S. Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want or the phone plan that's right for you. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Whoa, that's like getting tickets to both a wrestling match and a figure skating show.
Yep, get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90, no trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the News. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza. Epic. Hey! We're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is back at only $13.99. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, an MVP move for game day or any day. Go Pirates!
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time.
Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Your radio home for the NCAA tournament is Pirate Radio.
Dribble top of the key, hands it to Newton. Newton lobbing it to Johnson again! Pushing it home, 47-34, UConn.
From the first 4 to the final 4, we've got you covered.
Jones, 3 on the right wing. Oh, it rattled home! Lance Jones, biggest shot of his career so far.
Catch all the action right here on Pirate Radio, your radio home for the NCAA tournament.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
Hey, Jared, how much of that cake you eat yesterday? How much did you eat? Claude Lemieux, he is the brother of this famous hockey player.
Pepe Le Pew.
What in the world?
This is why Cliff makes the big bucks. He's the king of Greenville. This is why right here, right?
He's a great communicator.
At the Burlington... I have no idea what the just happened.
Please call in and air your underwear.
Bro, what are we doing here?
Bro.
Just a bunch of dudes sitting in a room talking into sticks, man.
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome into a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios on a beautiful day in Greenville, North Carolina. We're live on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. And we're hanging out on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Join us there. Give us a like, subscribe if you have not already. And we'll talk about what's on your mind. What is your favorite first round upset in the NCAA tournament? What's your Final Four? Who you got winning it all? How are you feeling? Is the panic button back on the table after ECU baseball falls in Fayetteville to UNCW last night? We'll talk some Pirate baseball on today's show. We'll talk some football as well, because this is our last live show of the week. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage of the NCAA tournament Thursday and Friday on Pirate Radio. So we're packing a lot of guests in on today's show, including the head football coach of the Pirates, Blake Harrell. He'll join us coming up at 4:30. We'll go 30 minutes with the head coach of the Pirates later on today's program. Hour one, DB Danny Beal is here. Ken Watlington will join us. Is it the year of the Watlington Commanders in the NFC Championship, UNCW in the tournament? Spencer Strider's back. The Braves are going to win 100 games.
Settle down, dude.
You haven't even introduced you yet. Shut up. Ken Watlington will join us on the show in 25 minutes or so. Rajhai Harris will join us on the program as well. We'll check in with Rajhai. He's fired up for Pro Day at ECU coming up, which is open to the fans this year. So that's pretty fun. Also, Patrick Mason will join us on the program, and Holton as well. So a lot of guests here on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rhodes is here. Intern Hayden is here. Intern Will is here. He is on, you know how you do like mock draft version 7.4? He's on like 10.2 of his bracket. So maybe we'll get a final bracket from him. We have Jarrett Watkins here. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey-o.
And Danny Beal, head of the table, joining us, filling out a bracket as we speak. What's up, DB?
How you doing?
I'm good. You didn't like my Braves 100 wins?
I love Spencer Strider. They're not winning 100 games, though.
Let's see what the Braves win total is for this year.
89 and a half.
What are y'all smoking on, dude?
91 and a half.
Braves.
It's a good division now.
Win total is 93 and a half.
They were close.
89, bro?
That's 4 games, man.
That's 2 sweeps, dog.
I'd take it at 89 and a half over.
All right. Let's go with the chat gang real quick. Shirley, get ready. Jerry says hello. Hey, Jerry. Hello.
Help the bear!
Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Danny, how do you like the Corey Glore hey now that we've added? Hear that again?
Rip that one again?
Hey now.
That's kind of creepy.
It is creepy.
That's a little creepy.
Steve says, hey yo. We should get Corey next time he's here just to do all of our audio cuts that we
Not hey yo.
Keep Scott Hall.
Keep Scott Hall.
All right. Steve also says, done and dusted.
Done and dusted.
He also says, hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
The Tar Holes.
The Tar Holes.
PJ says hello. Hello, PJ.
Zach Kaplan. Nice. I was literally about to ask for that.
Everybody's got their Zach Kaplan
my new favorite thing.
Impression, and that was Ellerby's from the other day. Hit that again.
Zach Kaplan.
It's even better with the new facial hair he's got going on, dude. It's beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful.
Speaking of facial hair.
Yeah.
Jarrett went to Fayetteville and got robbed of his hair.
Yeah, baby face.
Yeah.
I got a little taco meat on my chest.
Shirley coming out hot.
Shirley is fired up. Hey, this is the last day, last show of the week, so Shirley's hot. Jamie says, anxious to get into conference play in baseball and see how that's going to go. I think it's going to go quite well.
Yeah.
For the Pirates.
Yeah, it'll be all
Pike liked the stream. He is taking a walk and listening to the show on this sunny day. That sounds like a great day.
It's a great day for a walk.
Great day. Hey, take a walk. Take a hike.
It is a great day for a walk.
Take a hike. There was a time on this earth where take a hike was like the biggest insult you could give a guy. Like, that was the ultimate fighting words.
I like kick rocks. Kick rocks, pal.
That's a good one, too.
Go punch sand was one of AK's favorite ones, too.
How would he use that? Like, what scenario would he use that
We
in?
would just be pissing him off in the bullpen or just, like, screwing around at practice, and we'd go up to him and be like, how's your day? He's like, punch sand, dude.
Punch sand, dude. All right. I like some old school. What would you even call it? It's not insults. It's
chirps. I don't know.
Yeah, chirps.
Chirps. Jamie says, DB, we need you to do your bracket during the break only. Punch sand. I mean,
Kick rocks. Could not have said it better.
Take a hike.
Yeah.
Steve says,
Go to hell.
there you go. Ken is off the commander train. No negative Nancy's allowed. Well, Ken is the biggest negative Nancy of any fan in America.
We need to add the Cody Rhodes rock clip in there.
I don't think you can. I see a lot of.
Hey, rock!
Yeah, exactly.
I see a lot of things on Twitter. It's like, man, that'd be great for the show, and then I just can't.
It's just
can't
a
use
beep.
It. Yeah.
You were on fire on Twitter last night, though. Dude, you were cracking me up.
Oh, because you did say earlier this year that True TV didn't exist.
Because I thought that is the only time of the year that thing is useful or comes out. Is during March.
And Practical Joke.
Yeah.
But that's on other channels, though.
Yeah,
I think it is. Yeah.
It's True TV is literally Impractical Jokers 11 months out of the year. And then 1 month, it's only March Madness.
That is true.
Which, by the way, season finale of Impractical Jokers tomorrow night.
There's no way.
Are you going to be the new fourth on the show?
Yes.
Lane is our negative ECU baseball guy. He said super low on ECU baseball right now, which is disappointing. And then he says, the Braves, ha, you mean the Phillies, little brother. He just little brothered me.
Tell him to go punch sand right now.
No.
Lane, don't make me say this to you. He says we need Danny Beal back.
I'm one person.
He's only one man.
I'm just one man.
Cass says hello. Hey, Cass. All right.
Hello.
There's an update from the chat gang. We are going to have a fun show on a Wednesday. Let's get... Where do I want to begin? Jarrett, how was your day yesterday? We talked to you live on the air. You said Fayetteville sucked.
Yeah.
You said that they had no affordable food places, which I found shocking.
Near the stadium, near where I was. I was walking downtown Fayetteville after I parked my truck and couldn't get back in the parking deck. And it was like a Blue Hair Cafe and some Italian bistro. And I was like, I'll go with the Italian. And then I saw the menu. And that lady saw me making faces. She's like, do you need a lunch menu? I was like, yes. Like the cheapest thing on the regular menu was chicken Caesar salad. It was like $18.
Oh, my goodness.
I was like, on the company's dime, I'm not paying that. Like, give me a $10 sandwich.
A sandwich. How was it?
It was okay.
Yeah, it's not great.
It tasted like a gas station sandwich, and then
no authentic Italian restaurants down there in Fayetteville.
No, there was not.
Yeah.
There was one across the street that was probably even more expensive and probably more authentic.
And Hayden, are you here? You said you were not a huge fan of the stadium. Why did you say that?
I don't know. It was just kind of chaotic, and I didn't like the seating. Yeah, it just wasn't my favorite. And the train. I don't really care for Fayetteville to begin with.
Okay.
There's one gripe that I will say about Fayetteville. They have no bathrooms in the dugouts. That's a gigantic pain. Like when we were in the bullpen, you had to, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Amount of it anyway. You had to climb up onto the rail in the bullpen because the bullpens are in the outfield. Walk across the concourse to go pee in the bathroom. Literally in the outfield.
It's like a Little League. You had to run out of the dugout real quick.
You have to in the dugout. You have to run into the tunnel where the locker rooms are in between innings to go to the bathroom too. And it's like
I saw players doing that, and I'm like, are they hurt? And it's like, nah, just had to pee.
Just gotta go take a leak. It's crazy.
So I've been in the ECU dugout, but I've never gone like inside. What does that lead to?
So right when you walk in, it's a mud room, it's like a half the size.
Oh, that's where they did the celebrations last year.
Yeah, there's bats. There's a rack with a bunch of random stuff on it. There's a bathroom, and then there's another doorway. There's one doorway that leads to our locker room, kind of like the team room, all that area. And then there's another room that leads to the rock room, which is where the cage is. You can kind of see it on that Parker Bird, his first at bat last year. He's in there taking cuts off a tee. That's the rock room. That's where
Gotcha.
you can go take swings, or it leads to the pitching indoor as well.
Interesting. So it's pretty easy to use the restroom if you need to.
Very
at Clark
easy.
and Claire
Very easily.
in the dugout.
Yeah.
All right. How did you like the stadium? Like, I've heard good things about the stadium. I feel like, Dan, did you like play? Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, I only played there once. It was last year against Carolina, and we won, so it obviously had good memories. But I mean, the mound in the outfield and the bullpen was fine. Literally the only gripe I have was that it was the bathroom issue, and then you know how like it happens at the end of the fall too with football. You know, in the grass where I don't even know how to describe it. It's like super slick and it's super tamed down, but it's not actual grass. It's like that kind of grayish grass where it scoots super fast. It was right before their season had started, so they weren't really working on the grass very much. So it was just like the hops were really bad. It was moving really fast. So offense was abundance on that day for sure.
Jared, any other thoughts outside of the game itself?
No. I like kind of the layout of the stadium, but I mean, it wasn't a DBAP.
It was cool last year because it was packed and they had that beer garden and it was like flowing.
It was
very cool.
Not packed yesterday.
No, I would imagine not.
I mean, it was most of the people sat behind home plate, and even that wasn't full.
I said this yesterday. I like the idea on paper of home, neutral with teams, whether it be a Wilmington or North Carolina. I like it until it actually happens, and then you get that neutral game. It's like, why are we doing this again?
Why are we doing it in Fayetteville?
Yeah,
UNC Wilmington.
How about you, Danny, as a player? You like the traditional 3-game series?
If it's on a weekend, I don't mind it. Midweek, to have to go somewhere random, it's just but I don't really. I'm trying to remember as we're talking. I don't remember any other minor league parks we played at the last couple of years. We didn't in COVID.
And then Durham. That would be it, right?
You didn't play Durham?
DBAP, yeah. That was the game where Nowak volleyballed the ball over the fence on that fly ball when we were playing Duke, and I wanted to strangle him. That was not fun.
Yeah. Hey, look, you can give up enough home runs on your own, right?
Yeah, no. Sometimes I don't even need the guy to hit it over the fence. More often than not, they just whack it on their own.
DB, man, what a weekend or a couple of days. So Trey Savage, like your roommates were balling.
Way better at baseball than I am. That is for sure.
So he struck out the side, right, in a start for the Blue Jays.
His first inning, he sucked. And it was spraying the ball. He was very inconsistent with the strike zone and stuff. And he even said post game, he's like, I was nervous, but I knew what I had to do. And he went in the dugout, calmed down, and then came back out, and it was like a completely different person.
Nice. And then Carter Cunningham, professional hitter.
I texted him after that happened. I was like, so was that the coolest baseball moment you've ever had? And he's like, it's not even close. Against the Yankees, too. And that was the first walk-off he's ever had.
I saw that on Twitter. That's hard to believe.
You would think, but it's good for that guy.
And he got the ball.
He did. There was an angle of it. Cam Conch sent it to me. His girlfriend, part of her family's from Canada, and they were down there for spring training watching them play. And they had a view from right field of him hitting the home run and rounding the bases. And I was like, that is so cool, dude. Good for him.
That's awesome. Jared hates Cam Conch's girlfriend's family because they're from Canada. True or false?
I don't know the guy or her family. I don't know him.
But
I mean, just based off the fact they're Canadian,
right?
It's a rough start.
Cannot wait to clip that.
It's a rough start. That's a good way to put it. It was a rough game yesterday for the Pert.
Yeah, tough watch. I mean, not like I know much about baseball, but I mean, just from watching a baseball game, it was not fun.
Great way to describe it.
I don't know.
7 walks for the Pirates. That's been an issue this year, Danny. The free passes.
Yeah, and they had 3 or 4 hit by pitches. They had more hit. I think they had one more freebie than they had
3
strikeouts. So they had 9 strikeouts.
They had 9 Ks, 10 free passes.
You can't do that. I mean, you expected. And Coach Godwin said it last night. Trying to go away to a lefty and you hit him. It's one of those days where staff didn't have it and the offense couldn't pick up the slack. And Wilmington always plays as tough as it is, so you have to play really well against them, no matter what their record is. So it's just one of those things where it's a midweek game, and it's a random place. It's dark. There's nobody there. Like, it's just it's stuff like that happens. It happens to the best teams. Even the last couple. I mean, Tennessee lost at home last night to East Tennessee State.
UTSA beat Texas.
Like, stuff like that happens. Florida State lost to Mercer. Something like it just happens where it's midweek games are where the mid-majors pounce, and it's one of those things where, especially the last couple of years where we've been really good, but we've slipped up in the midweeks. Everybody like, well, what the hell? And it's like stuff like that happens sometimes.
What did you think of Jake Hunter and Brad Pruitt at the end of the game? Because I thought they did well, but I'm an idiot.
No, Jake was nails. I obviously didn't get a chance to watch it, but despite the Pack the Jungle Twitter live stream, but Jake from his stat line looked like he came in and really settled things down. I mean, it was a very tumultuous with Bechelos and D'Lo and some of those guys not being able to kind of tame the waters. But Jake, being a veteran, that's what he's supposed to do. Like, he's supposed to come in and put out the fire and keep it steady and try to give the offense a chance to win, and that's what he did. And it's been good for him and Brad, and obviously Ethan Young, and those guys are kind of anchoring the bullpen. It's just time for those other guys to step up and find their roles.
D'Lo's had a bit of a sophomore slump, I guess, this year, Danny. I mean, as someone who struggled early and then became a really good pitcher here at ECU, like, is it a mental thing, physical thing?
He's just got to stop walking, guys. Like, his stuff is way too good. Like, it's a tale as old as time, because you see it happen with so many guys where it's like walks are the issue. He has really good stuff, but walks are the issue. It's happened with me. It's happened with Richie. There's so many other guys. But at some point, you have to draw the line in the sand and say, hey, I will rather you hit this into Blake Harrell's office than walk you.
Is that it? Like, being scared that if you do throw something over the plate, it's going to get hit?
No,
like, is it a nerve?
It's a mental thing where it's like you're, especially at the position that D'Lo's in now, to where he's borderline like, am I going to pitch? Am I going to pitch anymore? Because he keeps going out there and just not doing his job, and it's getting to the point where I think he just needs to go out there and play with reckless abandon, because there were points last year, even the beginning for me, where I was like, well, I mean, I'm a senior, so I'm going to find my way out there eventually, but I'm not pitching up to my standard or anybody else's standard. So it's letting everything, like the expectations for yourself, go and just go out there and play a game, man. Just have fun. And for people that listen to the podcast I did with Carter Spivey a couple months ago, that was his biggest thing, was his turnaround was literally just having fun. Like, stop putting all these expectations and pressure on yourself to try to go out and be somebody or not. Like, it's a game. Have fun. You're not going to do this forever. Enjoy it while you can. And I think that's one big thing that D'Lo needs to understand.
That's a good guy to learn from. He struggled early on in his career, big time, and became the conference pitcher of the year. And so check out that podcast if you are struggling right now.
Especially if you're a player.
Yeah. All right, I think the Pirates are about to do what they do, and that's win conference games. They got Memphis coming up this weekend, a chance to pile up some more wins. Memphis Friday night at 6, Saturday at 4, and Sunday at noon. Duke, the midweek game next week, back. And no, this will be at Duke Stadium, not at the minor league park.
I've never played there, not even in travel ball.
Really?
My entire life, never played there.
Name redacted used to always talk about how bad their stadium is.
Yeah, I think it was maybe Zach Kaplan told me it was, or somebody else maybe told me it was a bad stadium. I'm just upset about the pitch. First pitch.
Zach Kaplan.
It's tiny.
7 o'clock start.
7 p.m. first pitch?
Yeah, I'm not happy with that. But, I mean, whatever. It's fine.
Just pray for a run roll, I guess.
I mean, it's a Tuesday night. I didn't get back last night till 11:45, so, I mean, it is what it is.
There is actually nothing worse than getting back or going somewhere far away, getting your absolute butt whooped, and then having to drive back and go to class the next day. It is miserable, especially the bus rides back. Oh, God.
Danny, this is your first year you could have spring break. Did you do anything?
No. Had stuff to do here, so didn't go anywhere, but still grinding along for sure.
Been up to Pineville, any?
Pineville, yeah. Went to Pineville last weekend. Yep. Went last Friday, through a little bit. But everything's going well on that front. So
good deal. Danny Beal joining us. Danny, you want to stick around or are you heading out?
I'll be here. I have literally nothing else to do.
All right, good. Ken Watlington will join us. The year of the Watlington. His Seahawks a winner over the Pirates last night. His Seahawks getting ready for the NCAA tournament. We will get Ken's vibe check on UNCW and Texas Tech. Got that. I need to make sure I am good on these windows of games. Who's playing when? So we'll go through that too and pick out the best game of each window When we return, hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
I'm Morgan Ehlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. When you're looking for a vehicle, say if I wanted a new truck in a specific brand, you have the capability of searching the entire country for that vehicle.
Right, we do. We can find anything you want. We take pride in it. A lot of friends come to me and get me to look for the next vehicle they want, and I take pride in buying it just like I was buying it for myself.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World, we will earn your trust and business one vehicle at a time. Go online at driveherenow.com.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Winter is here, but Strauss Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StraussMarine.com. Strauss Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts. Ron Ayers Motorsports invites you to an unforgettable bike night and stunt show on March 20th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Get ready for an action-packed evening with jaw-dropping stunts, incredible bikes, and the chance to meet fellow riders. Hungry? Anita's food truck will be on site with delicious eats, and cold beer will be available for purchase. Since 1975, Ron Ayers has been your go-to for top-tier motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more. It's all happening at Ron Ayers Motorsports, your home for everything motorsports for 50 years and counting. Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville.
Tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, we bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. At Rebel Fitness, we're not just about lifting weights, we're about lifting spirits. Join a community of badasses who are rebelling against the norm and crushing their fitness goals. Sweat, lift, move, fuel, fight for a healthier, happier you. Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Join the movement today. Visit us at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
Pirate Radio. We work like captains.
And I'm your body captain. You are going to put on your dancing shoes and rock it.
And party like pirates. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast, 3-hour service on all your office printing devices. Contact Walker Allen Voliva today for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Kick the week off every Monday with sports trivia with Clip Brock. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are acoustic nights. Thursday, we have Singo and karaoke, and every weekend, the best live music. For more information, check them out on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll see you at the Buck. Now we'll head back into Pirate Radio Live with your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. I can't believe I'm doing this. Can we watch Uncle Cracker instead?
Yes.
Jared says yes. Ken Watlington joining us here inside the Pirate Radio studios.
What's up, y'all?
Ken,
let's watch that one.
What am I searching for?
Well, UNCW's press conference for the NCAA tournament's coming up at 3:50. I was hoping to just,
Would it be on NCAA or?
Yeah, I think so. I think they live stream them all on YouTube.
And we're gonna just watch it in silence.
Just kind of see the guys.
Jared, what do you think Coach Stittle's gonna say?
We're gonna be the tougher team.
You think he's gonna say that?
I thought we were the tougher team.
Yeah. I think we're gonna be tougher than Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be the tougher team.
That's that Rockingham County dialect.
Ken, man, everything's coming up K-Dub.
Well, I wouldn't say all that.
K-Dub in the dub stands for Wilmington?
Hey.
No?
No.
Cool.
No.
Cool.
We'll cut your mic off for 10 seconds.
Somebody play suspension music for you.
Congratulations to you, sir.
Thanks. It's been a good week or so.
I don't know. I can't. Some people say I know what you're going through, or I know how you're feeling. I don't know how you're feeling. I've never had this feeling. Because in 1993, I was too young to know what it meant.
And that was a weird thing because ECU was what, like 13 and 19.
Yeah, they won
the tournament. Yeah,
just won a few games.
There you go.
Your team was pretty good wire to wire this year.
Yeah, they had a kind of head scratching losses to Hofstra and Howard and Hampton. So if your team starts with H, I guess Wilmington doesn't play well. But worst loss they had all season was by 18 points at what was then the number one team in the country, Kansas, and Allen Fieldhouse. And now we get another Big 12 team in the NCAA tournament and the 9th team in the country, Texas Tech.
It's the Big 12. You don't love your draw. How do you like the tip-off time? At least you're not going out at noon on Thursday. You get to last almost the entire first day, even if you lose.
I guess so. Yeah. Well, I mean, all eyes will be on us at 10:10 because it's the last game of the night, I think.
Yeah. Are you okay? I did want to ask you this: how do you consume an NCAA tournament game with your alma mater? Are you watching it alone at home? Are you with other UNCW fans? Are you at a bar with other sports fans?
This time I'll be at home alone. 10:10. Let's just
you're doing the Macaulay Culkin.
Head to the crib. Last time they played in this tournament was 2017, and I was in San Diego with some friends. They had a 12 o'clock tip-off, East Coast, 9 o'clock in California. So I found a bar, and they served me beers at 9:15 in the morning. And Wilmington got up 17 on Virginia. And it's like everyone started to congregate around me, like, we're with this guy. And then they blew the lead, and everybody
I can't. I'm sure people do it, and they probably enjoy it because they're used to it. But I just can't imagine. I go kind of NFL by everything.
Yeah.
NFL games kicking off at 10 a.m. just does not seem right. And it being over, and it's still like sunny outside. Like after the Sunday night game would be weird.
That would be weird. Yeah.
Like
my girlfriend wants to live on the West Coast, so I'm like, we can't. And she's like, why? I'm like, time zones. Like I cannot fathom a Sunday night football game starting at 5:30 in the afternoon.
Well, imagine Dodger fans this week when they're playing in Tokyo and the game starts, what was it, 6 o'clock our time, so it'll be 3 a.m. in L.A. I'm sure they watched because they're the best team in the league.
Go Dodgers.
Man, yeah, I don't know. You think Central has the best sports time zone? What's the best sports time zone?
East, for sure. Yeah.
I like East, too.
The only reason I say that, if you look at the ticker at the bottom of ESPN, what is every time zone?
Eastern Standard.
7 Eastern.
East Coast bias.
You don't have to do any math. You just look at the number and that's what you watch.
That is true. Less math, the better. Ken, I mean, I like the Seahawks with the number here, 14.5.
Yeah, that's gone down a little bit. I think it started at 15.5. I think they'll be competitive. They just don't have the horses.
So they went to Kansas. Oh, and that was like my lock of the day because they were like 23, 24 points and kind of flirted around that number.
And really, it never really got out of control. You could say 18 is out of control, but they were never down 25, 30, and then they made a bunch of threes late. It was always right there in the 15-point range.
And is that really the only comparable
that's it. Yeah,
team?
That was the only major conference team I think we played all year.
I was gonna say I only took action on one game, and it was the Delaware game in the championship, and it was because Delaware had won like 8 in a row, and I'm like 8.5 points is too much.
Yeah, Jared called that one, and I jumped in with you there.
Blue Hens. I was surprised that championship game was that close, but.
I mean,
win's a win.
It was just because they were hot, and that's a big spread for
10 days earlier, Wilmington beat them by 30. And it's like, this team is checked out. They're done. And then they get to the tournament, and they can't be beat.
Glad I didn't see that.
I said, like, Clip, this might be my bet of the night. He's like, they beat them by 30 a few days ago. And I'm like, all right, maybe not.
I'm glad I did not see that.
Ken, I guess you work. People say they see you on TV, but
allegedly.
So you're going to be off tomorrow. So what about Saturday?
I'm not off tomorrow. I mean, I'm off tomorrow night at 10:10 when Wilmington plays. Yeah, but the early games, I'll be right there at the station using Brian Bailey's TV in the sports office, the 85-inch, and watching all the good games. While quote unquote working.
I hate the local news because it gets in the way of the NCAA tournament. We have to wait till that's over to start the next window.
That's true. And we joked about that at work today. It's like, why do we have to do 90 minutes of news in between all these games?
Yeah. We're having the time of our lives, and then we have to hear about death, destruction, despair,
drugs,
politics.
Now when your news at 5.
And who's the face of all that? This guy, Ken Watlington.
Doggone right.
Is the Price is Right being affected by this?
Thanks God. Yeah.
What about Wheel of Fortune?
Different channel.
That's ABC.
Great question. How does the Price is Right work on the West Coast?
It's still at 11.
All right, so are they being affected by the NCAA tournament? When do you air the Price is Right if games are on at 9 a.m.?
I guess you can catch it on.
There's some angry folks in California this week.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Tomorrow and Friday are why they make pay time off.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
And if I didn't blow half my vacation time for the year already to watch UNCW play last week, I would be off tomorrow, but I'll be at work.
All right, this may be boring to some, but I think it'll be educational, and I find it entertaining. Let's look at each window. So there are 8 time windows for the first 2 days, right? There's the early, the mid-afternoon, the evening, and then late night.
Yeah.
So let's pick our best games of each window.
Best games to watch or best, picks?
Games to watch.
No, games to watch.
Most intriguing. Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Couple of nominees here. So first game will tip off 12:15 CBS, Creighton and Lowell.
Louisville got screwed, didn't they?
They did. I've also been listening to every podcast I can find out there and heard that Creighton is the same as Louisville. Second in the Big East, runner-up in the championship. Let's put them on the 8-9 line. Basically the same thing Louisville got.
But if you look at the AP, the final AP top 25, Louisville's 10th.
That is stupid. And they're an 8 seed.
Yeah.
That's something, the math ain't.
The math don't math.
Yeah.
Well, David Glenn was saying they were overranked in the final AP, so maybe.
Which is
right.
possible.
True.
Yeah.
Overranked, underseeded.
But as an 8 seed, what would that put you? 32?
Right. Yeah. And their coach has a tattoo. People forget about that.
Pat Kelsey.
Yeah.
Can I change my bracket?
He can't be the first coach with a tattoo, but he certainly, it stands out when he's wearing a shirt and you can see it coming under the sleeve.
When he's wearing a schmedium and
Like, I just don't remember seeing Dean Smith with his tribal tattoo on the side.
You never saw his barbed wire?
Yeah. His Hell's Angels tat.
Jim Boeheim has some cool.
You can see Coach K's little tear tattoo?
No. All right, Creighton, Louisville.
That's a good one.
12:40, High Point, Purdue. I like that one.
This one might be mine.
The fighting Bobby Pettifords.
1:30, Montana, Wisconsin, and it will not be 2 o'clock, Edwardsville and Houston. So that one's out. Grizz, Wisconsin, maybe, but I think it's down to Creighton, Louisville, High Point, Purdue. I'm gonna say High Point, Purdue.
That's mine.
So it's the best game out of those 4.
I think both of the dogs are going to win that game.
You like Creighton and High Point? I like High Point.
You like Montana, right?
No, I haven't.
I thought you said Wisconsin was going to get upset.
No. I said Iowa State's going to get upset.
Okay.
So
the other 3 seed.
Let's go 1240 True TV, High Point, Purdue. Game of the first window. Second window, 250 CBS, Alabama State, Auburn. 315 McNeese and Clemson. And we have news on this as Jeff Goodman and others are reporting that NC State has a verbal agreement. Well, I don't like that.
Yeah, that means nothing.
A verbal agreement in place with McNeese head coach Will Wade. I don't like that Jeff Goodman's calling them McNeese State either, because they're just McNeese now.
Yeah.
So, you know what, Jeff Goodman, you need to work on that. Nothing is signed. It'll be signed officially after McNeese is eliminated from the tournament, according to Jeff Goodman.
9 o'clock tomorrow night.
Perhaps, because I do like Clemson. 4 o'clock. Oh, there's the game. VCU BYU on TNT. 4:35 Georgia Gonzaga. I'm going VCU BYU here.
Yeah,
that's going to be a fun game. Y'all like McNeese to maybe pull an upset or
no? Clemson's going to the Final Four.
I like them to make it entertaining. I don't like them to win.
I'm going VCU BYU for most entertaining game.
I like the dogs and the dogs.
Let's go early evening. More dogs. How do you feel about Terriers? Wofford taking on Tennessee, 6:50 on TNT. You've got Calipari and Self, 7:10 on CBS. Arkansas, Kansas. Yale, Texas A&M is 7:25 TBS.
More dogs.
Drake, Missouri, 7:35 True TV.
And all these teams are named Bulldogs.
This is the window of the day. I like all these games other than Tennessee, Wofford. But my favorite, I have Drake winning, so I am more intrigued by Drake, Missouri, but Arkansas, Kansas.
Yeah.
Got to be must-see TV.
That's the storyline-wise best matchup, but I think Drake, Missouri will be a better game.
And I just hope, sometimes I feel like we get blowouts late night, kind of boring. We need a good game in the last window. Can it be UC San Diego and Michigan?
I've heard a lot of hype about what are they, the Tritons?
The Tritons, yeah. Or will it be UNCW, Texas Tech?
Why the heck not?
Utah State,
There's
UCLA.
many reasons.
Utah State, UCLA, and Omaha St. John's. I'm going to go UC San Diego, Michigan as the best game in the night window.
I think UNCW will be competitive. I do too. I don't think they can get it done.
All right, real quick on to
Friday. But if they do, you'll never hear the end of it.
Early window on the Friday. Jarrett, myself, and Danny Beal have a game circled here. But Baylor plays Mississippi State to tip it off at 12:15. Robert Morris, Alabama at 12:40. Lipscomb, Iowa State at 1:30 TNT. Colorado State and Memphis, 2 o'clock on TBS. Jarrett, we are taking Lipscomb.
Yeah.
Plus the points, I am, because they beat North Alabama. And if you can beat North Alabama, you can beat anybody.
Anybody in the world. I'll definitely be going full on the spread and maybe a sprinkle on the money line.
Did you pick them in your bracket?
I don't think so.
I know a guy who did.
Responsible nuclear play.
For the money line?
Yes, bro.
Nuclear.
15 points.
Can we go?
And then on top of it, plus 850? Yeah.
Can we go nuclear spread and kind of atomic money line?
I'll take atomic.
Okay.
I'll take atomic.
I'll go with drone strike on the money line.
I'm so confused. Are we talking about wing sauces?
No, we're talking about the news again, Ken. All these wars.
Yeah, that's right.
So why you like Lipscomb so much, DB?
They can stripe it.
They can stripe it.
They can stripe it. They can stripe it. They can stripe it.
Oh, I heard a click there. That's good.
They can shoot it really well. They shoot like 57% from three, and Iowa State's not playing.
That can't
good.
be right. Really?
They're 500 in the last 18 games, and they are horrible defending the three. They're at like 130th or 160th in the country. So,
Lipscomb.
Book it.
That is the pick. All right. Second window, we got TBD versus Duke.
I've heard they're tough.
Vandy taking on St. Mary's. How's North Carolina get to play Friday? And so does the team playing tonight.
Bubba Cunningham.
Bubba has pieced this puzzle together beautifully. He is pulling the strings here. Vandy St. Mary's at 3:15, North Carolina Ole Miss at 6, Grand Canyon Maryland at 4:35. In this window,
it says North Carolina Ole Miss is at 4:05.
Yeah, what'd I say?
6.
Sorry.
Okay.
Why did I say that? Because Ole Miss is the 6th seed. North Carolina 405 TNT. I have St. Mary's in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
I think the game I'm most intrigued by, though, is North Carolina. What can they do after last night?
Yeah, they are.
I think they're going to steamroll Ole Miss.
I
think they're going to the Sweet 16.
North Carolina is the favorite.
Yeah.
In this game.
I mean, if they play like they did last night, there's not many teams.
They're going to the Sweet 16.
That'll stop them.
And then they're going to lose to Michigan State.
But having watched just about every game they played this year, the inconsistency will rear its ugly head.
Ken, I agree if they play like they did last night. That reminds me of your great point, Jared, you made after Ethan Orby had 19 strikeouts. You said if he pitches like that again.
I said because he did it against Coastal. I mean, my God, what is he going to do against William and Mary?
He said if he pitches like that against William and Mary, like it's going to be tough for them to win.
That is not what I said.
It was a great point. You were right. Carolina, Ole Miss. Danny, you think who said they go to the Sweet 16? You? Okay.
I mean, I'm biased, though.
So it would be, what are you biased about?
I'm a Carolina basketball fan.
Danny.
You can't say that.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
I, too, am a Carolina basketball fan.
I was a Carolina basketball fan 10 years ago.
So was I. Well, not 10 years ago, but when I was a kid, I was. But I went to East Carolina. I grew out of it.
You're not 18 years old.
I am not. So who would they play?
Well, in Danny's bracket, they would play Lipscomb.
They play Lipscomb, and then they beat Lipscomb, and then they lose to Michigan State.
I'm not sure they'd lose to Michigan State.
I don't know.
In the month of Izzo.
I mean,
I love Izzo.
They played him last March, got him good.
They also can't shoot, but I also have Izzo going to the Final Four, so I don't know.
Carolina played Michigan State early in the Maui and lost by 3 in overtime. And they had a game-winning layup. Ellie Cadeau bricked it.
And that was back when they didn't even know what kind of bigs they had.
Yeah.
Night or early evening window: Norfolk State, Florida, 6:50. Troy, Kentucky, 7:10. New Mexico, Marquette, 7:25. Akron, Arizona, 7:35. I like both of those latter games, but I'll go New Mexico, Marquette. Anybody think Akron?
I think Akron. I got that Ohio bias, that Maction, and Zips are pretty good.
That did you see their final, Ken? They hit a shot to win it at the end. It was like the easiest, toughest buzzer beater of all time because the guy was right in front of the rim, like 3 feet away. And it's just one of those that it's kind of tough because it's tough to go glass when you're right in front of it. So I was nervous for the guy, but he put it in easily, and Akron got the win. It was cool.
I would have airballed it from 3 feet.
And then late night Friday, Oklahoma, UConn at 9:25. TBD versus Illinois. Bryant, Michigan State, Liberty, Oregon. I don't love that window of games.
Yeah, Friday night sucks.
Out of that, I'd go Liberty, Oregon.
Yeah, because Liberty is a popular upset pick. So.
Fiesta Bowl rematch from a couple years ago, right? Liberty, Oregon.
Jeremiah Fears dropping 35 and bouncing UConn in the first round to vindicate me is going to be the best thing ever. I've been saying for like 2 months that
UConn stinks.
Yeah.
I'm pulling so hard for UConn just to shut Will up.
Wow.
Jeez.
I didn't even think about Bo Nix.
Yeah,
put it on
Salter,
Liberty.
Yeah.
This is a revenge game.
Yeah, it is. Big time.
Very good, Ken.
Yeah. The Fighting Falwells.
I know you CBS folks know how to spin it and like.
That's right. Tune in and then stay up late and watch the news. Aaron Jenkins, because I will not be there.
I'm not going to be there. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We have catch up with the chat gang. Hunter says, doesn't Rick Pitino have a tattoo? He's probably got a tramp stamp.
He has a Louisville tattoo. The one they won. On his, I think it's on his ankle, maybe?
His left cheek?
His calf.
I can see him having the yin yang like on his lower back.
The Yin Yang Twins?
Yes.
Have like a dragon on the whole back. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. We'll take a break, have more with K-Dub, DB, and the crew after this.
Ready to play a little kickball? Robbie's Clubhouse, a place for special needs adults and children, will host their annual kickball tournament on Saturday, April 26th from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Sarah Law Softball Complex located on Reedy Branch Road in Winterville. Come join the fun while helping the special needs community by joining us as a friendly kickball. To register a team, visit eventbrite.com and search Robbie's Clubhouse or call 252-916-9117. And we'll see you Saturday, April 26th.
Have you tried the new boneless wings from Wings Over Greenville? That's right, Wings Over has all new boneless wings. These juicy, crunchy boneless wings are available in any of their 17 bold flavors, from sweet and tangy to fiery hot. Every craving is covered. And just like in February, Wings Over Greenville is giving you 10% off your entire order when you use the code PIRATE25 online or in the app. Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Visit wingsover.com today and soar into flavor with their new boneless wings. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
Ahoy Greenville! Prepare to set sail for the 18th annual Pirate Fest on Saturday, April 5th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Greenville Town Common. The festivities begin at 11 a.m. with the Parade of Pirates. Then beginning at 1 p.m., it's great beach music from the Embers. At 3 p.m., Cooper Greer takes the stage. And at 5 p.m., it's Captain Mike and Shipwrecked with a Jimmy Buffett tribute. Visit our unique food trucks, eclectic vendors, and immerse yourself in pirate festivities. For more details, visit piratefestnc.com.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Voliva with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Chico's in downtown Greenville is celebrating 42 years of business all month long in March with a special anniversary menu. Grab your amigos and enjoy blast from the past menu favorites like Cancun oysters, chili dog, costillas, and pollo limon. The celebration doesn't stop with your favorite Mexican food. Drop in for one of those famous Chico's margaritas in the bar or outside on the patio. Hurry in, the celebration menu ends March 31st. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Greenville, are you ready for the biggest beauty event of the year? Beauty Bar Medi Spa Spring Extravaganza is coming soon. From March 24th to April 4th, get exclusive savings on Botox, fillers, skin bead, painless laser hair removal, advanced lasers, and more. Expert care, stunning results, a glow you'll love. This is your time to shine. Appointments fill up fast. Call at 252-752-1406 or visit beautybarmedispa.com to book your free consultation today. Beauty Bar Medi Spa, where confidence begins.
This is Coach Gary Overton, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads, or are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi Spa on Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit and love your transformation. And good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines have added a new early morning flight available now. Book at AmericanAirlines.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. PGV, where the Pirates fly. And before we send it back into the show, we have a piece of news for ECU basketball. We have our first player to officially enter the transfer portal.
Oh, no. Wait, what? Who said nobody cares?
About Julian Samara entering? He hasn't played in like...
I didn't know it was him,
He
dude.
opted out of playing in the middle of the season, so I think people kind of expected.
Still nobody knows what that was.
That's fine. I don't care about him transferring.
He did what?
He opted out of playing in the middle of the season, like right before conference play started. He was our backup point guard.
What does that mean? Like he just said, he went up to
Mike Schwartz said that he's still with the team, but he's stepping away from basketball.
Yeah.
And he was with the team. He was like on the bench,
yeah,
right?
I mean, it was great energy on the bench.
He was one of the more energetic and vocal players on the bench every game. He just wasn't playing.
He was playing until he stepped away.
I don't know.
Well, that's what I mean. Like
I didn't understand what was going on either.
I thought he was hurt.
No. Nobody really knows. No. Nobody really knows what that was all about.
Thank you.
Every situation's different.
So, Julian Samara out.
Yeah.
As long as it's not one guy in particular.
Can we make a trade? Have him go back to Gardner-Webb and we get that Daryl guy that shot for 30 points against us. Lights out.
Daryl.
I forget his name.
We want Daryl.
Who do you know want to leave?
I don't even know if I should say his name.
Don't.
It rhymes with
Bay Payne Coodard.
Yeah,
Coodard.
Jay Shane, don't leave me, man.
Jordan Riley, stay here, buddy.
Before you leave, let me know the number you want. And I can't do it for you, but I will rally. I'll start a GoFundMe. We got to keep Jay Shane here.
Panhandle. Do what you got to do.
Is
that clip in the middle of the median with a
Oh,
bucket?
man, you need some dinner, sir? No, I need Jay Shane to come back.
You can join the homeless people in the streets. Need money to keep Jay Shane.
Yeah.
You can busk. You can play guitar, right?
No, I wish I could. I think I have fat fingers.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. No fat-fingered guitar players. Yep, tried to think of one and couldn't. Got him.
Didn't Meatloaf play guitar or something at one point?
This could be a question you guys have no idea what the answer is to, but does CJ or are CJ and RJ wanting to keep playing or?
Oh, definitely.
In the league, yeah.
Like, are they trying to get drafted? Or are they just
Absolutely.
gonna immediately go overseas?
Well, I mean, I think you
Respectfully.
try.
I think there's room on a roster for both of them somewhere, whether it be G League or.
Okay.
I think I would say their future is somewhere in a high-level overseas team.
Is Jaden Gardner still in America?
Don't.
Couldn't tell you.
I'm going to say no, but let's see what his wiki says.
Wiki.
Jaden Gardner. Man, how about, speaking of ex-Pirates, first thing I see when I turn on True TV last night, Valentino Pinedo going to the bucket for a deuce.
They had a highlight package for him during our timeout.
Jeez.
It's both awesome and disgusting at the same time because he is a really nice guy. I enjoyed talking to him at Media Day the previous year. Mike Schwartz said, man, he has had a tremendous offseason, and he was just not a good player here at all. Just not good.
It happens.
But, yeah, it says that Jaden Gardner is with Rasta Vecca.
Yeah, I figured.
Over in Germany.
Same team that DJ's playing for.
Bundesliga. Who?
DJ Burns.
Oh, really?
No, I'm kidding. But he's overseas, though.
Danny, you have a good poker face. Let's save that for next. No, I'll do it real quick. I'm going to tell y'all how I'm consuming basketball tomorrow. Y'all are going to think I'm crazy because all y'all are unmarried. Danny, you've had a girl for a while, right?
2 years.
Ken, how's your love life?
I'm married to my work.
2 years, 2 weeks. Wow.
AKA,
No,
life sucks.
2 years in 2 weeks.
Oh.
If it was 2 years and 2 weeks, put a bullet in my head. That's the way I'm saying it.
Jarrett, any lucky lady in your life?
No.
Okay.
Not yet. I got to be positive.
A few years ago. Hey, Inky Johnson.
Yeah.
You gonna find love. I'll tell you that much. Don't know when, don't know how, but you'll find it.
Maybe on the streets of Chicago, in front of the Harpo building.
Maybe.
You ever tried that?
No, never been to Chicago.
Chicago. So a few years ago, I was told we were going to New Jersey during spring break and we'd be leaving on the first Thursday of the NCAA tournament. Oof. And I was like, wow, what have I got myself into? But Inky Johnson style, I made the best of the situation. Listen/watch basketball the entire way there, and it was an awesome day.
Nice.
So I was like, you know what? Consuming it this way is not the worst thing in the world. And I said, I'm going to do something for my girls this Thursday. We going to go to Raleigh. I'm going to take them to the mall and the Cheesecake Factory. All right. They're at day one of the tournament. Ooh. But I'm okay with that because I'm going to have my phone here. I'm going to be going through every game. While they're shopping, I'm going to go to the bar at the mall and watch the games. And then we'll eat. I'm going to have basketball on all day.
I like that play.
Cheesecake Factory, though?
They love Cheesecake Factory.
I was gonna say if I had to choose, at the mall in Raleigh, I'd go to P.F. Chang's.
Right? Yeah, go Asian style.
That's just me.
They are addicted to Cheesecake Factory.
As long as you preface it with beforehand, like, "Hey, I'm doing this for you guys because I love you, but I also love basketball." So
they know
basketball is going to take priority in this venture.
I said that's the caveat is we are listening/watching basketball. In fact, I should get them on their phones to pull up games.
Yeah, just have it all sit on the dashboard and be like, all right, your phone here, I'll have the big game right. Yeah, just go like that.
And it's not like my phone fits beautifully into the wheel, my steering wheel, so I'm driving while watching. It's not like that.
You're not going to be doing that.
No.
You have a stand?
Never done that before.
I have a stand.
It's all safe.
It's like eating soup while driving. Who would do that?
I mean, I've done it. Chili, I guess maybe that's a little different.
It's a P-Mace joke.
Yeah, he'll be here later. How are y'all enjoying Thursday? What are you doing, Jared?
Oh, well, I thought I had plans, but I'll probably just be where I am. OTs, tiebreakers, something like that. Sports bar.
What were you referencing?
I thought I had plans with a buddy of mine. He's like, yeah, maybe not. It's like I thought we committed to watching basketball on Thursday together.
Who was that?
Oh, just not Chandler. Chandler will probably be where I am. Or I'll be where Chandler is.
Are you talking about me?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like,
no. If I was talking about you, I would have said you're.
Well, who are you talking about?
Just a buddy of mine.
So why
I
did
have
you bring
friends
it
outside
up?
of Pirate
I know,
Radio.
but it sounded like you were referring to something we all knew, or like.
No.
All right. Anyway.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Danny, how about you?
Normally, I mean, I'm in school, but this time around, like, I'll have practice for the last 4 years, so I wouldn't ever really have to worry about it. This time, I think I'm just going to plop my big butt on the couch and just sit there all day and just watch ball.
That's a beautiful day. Yeah. Ken, you will be biting your fingernails until 10 o'clock. What do you?
I'm not honestly too
house
stressed
money?
about it.
Your house money?
Yeah, I mean, we made it. We finally got over the hump after the last couple of years. We'll see what happens.
All right. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
I'm rooting for the Hawks.
Thanks. And hopefully next time I see you guys, we're talking about them in the Sweet 16.
That would be something.
But then we're probably not.
Where would those games be?
Ooh,
they're in the West.
San
so
Francisco.
A long way away. Yeah.
If East Carolina was in the tournament, for you specifically, how far would it have to be for you to be like, I'm not going to go?
Man, I'm not a huge...
I know. We've talked about this. You wouldn't even go to the Super Bowl if the Commanders were in it. That's what we said at least a couple months ago.
No, I'd much rather go to the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've had a lot of people reach out to me. You going to Wichita to see the Seahawks? Nah, I'm not going to make it.
You don't want to do that.
I was hoping they get paired in Raleigh somehow. It didn't work out.
I think outside of a surrounding state would be my limit.
Yeah.
Like if the state is not touching North Carolina, or if it's not in North Carolina.
But like,
Or
so
an
what
easy direct
would be
flight
the
maybe.
possibilities?
So
You could have Raleigh, Charlotte, like
they're playing in like
Washington,
Cleveland,
D.C.
Lexington.
Yeah, I was going to say like Washington, D.C. or like Philly.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
I
terrible.
think, Philly wouldn't be bad. I would probably make the trek.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Ken, good luck.
Appreciate it. Go Hawks.
DB, enjoyed it, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
We'll take a break, come back. When we return, you will hear from Rajhai Harris. We'll talk some football and a little hoops. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry. Dentistry.
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
Make things happen this year with the new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Rhonda with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. We are super excited about the Pirate baseball team. Russell's has a long history of dressing Pirate fans, both men and women, and we have a lot of new purple and gold in the store right now from popular brands like Johnny O, Peter Millar, Duckhead, and Gentile. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. We look forward to serving you, our Pirate friends and customers, at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now we will send it back in to Clip and Jarrett.
All right, thank you, Will. Will, don't worry about it. I will personally apologize to Rajhai Harris for his name being misspelled because it starts at the top. And, I guess it would be technically Jarrett's job to get it right, but
Did I have a dyslexic moment?
and then your job, but I'm going to put it on me because I lead from the front.
I'll own it.
And I will take the heat for you misspelling Rajhai's name. Pirate legend.
Yeah.
Who ended his career on a tremendous run.
Did I have a dyslexic moment and flip the H and the J like I think I did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I'll own that one.
All right. But right now we'll talk about happier things with Rajhai Harris as he joined me earlier today here on Pirate Radio Live. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, number 47, our guy Rajhai Harris. Rajhai, how you doing, man?
I'm great, man. I'm excited for these next couple of days, man. I can't wait for Tuesday, man. I'm excited.
No doubt, and looking forward to what we got going on in both basketball and football with Pro Day coming up at ECU, and we talked to Blake Harrell about that. I saw him when Inky Johnson spoke earlier this week, and Blake Harrell's actually joining us on the show today. And last week, Rajhai, we talked about how you were a great interviewee. Let's get your interviewing skills. You got a question or two I can ask Blake Harrell? What's something you want to know from Blake Harrell, the guy that you played for? Did he not have you in a play where you should have been in, or?
Hey, ask Coach Harrell why did he want me to slide at the end. That's the only question I gotta.
Great question. That is fantastic because he was.
Because I didn't know. Look, I didn't know anything about it, and I don't know if y'all was paying attention. North Texas game, I slid.
Yeah.
I slid North Texas game, and they told me to score.
Right. You ended up scoring like the next play, I think, right?
Yeah, I scored like the next play, man. But that's all the question I got for Coach Harrell, man. Because we didn't even talk about it on the sideline, but I was guessing, he thought I was going to do it anyways. But I had to do it. I had to get in there.
Yes, I will definitely bring that up because I think he was saying, get down.
Definitely.
Man, again, we got a lot of questions to ask, a lot of turnover in the staff with ECU football that I'll have to discuss with Coach Harrell. But Rajhai, let's go back to it. We've talked about it, but just what was it? An energy boost? Was it just kind of a new lease on life? Like what was different the second half of that season when Blake Harrell took over, and maybe how was his leadership different at all than Mike Houston's?
One of the big things I say, man, he just let us play. It was more of like being free mentally. I don't think we had a lot of stress on not just our bodies, but our minds leading up to the games. One thing we did change, Friday nights, it was more of kind of relaxed. So, we had video games, we had card games, the family could come. My daughter could come to the hotel to, get prepared with us, just play around, run around and stuff. So it was more kind of being free, just mentally. And I think that helped everybody, man, because a lot of people don't really realize, man, college athletes go through a lot, not just, physically, but mentally, man. So he did a great job for just letting us be free. Another thing, he let the leaders lead, actually. It was kind of like he let us take over the team. Not in a negative way either. It was more of in the locker room, if something happened, we handled it. We had meetings, player-led meetings. We'd have a leadership meeting with all of us, and he'll ask us for our input, and he'll actually, put it on the table, put it all on the table for us, man, and fought for us. So, I tell everybody, big shout out to Coach Harrell, man, for just coming in and, doing what he do, man. He's a great coach, even better person, great husband, great father. He got all the aspects, man, just to be a great coach, man. So big shout out to him.
The leadership torch gets passed down from class to class, and when you lose leaders, you worry for a minute, and then a new guy steps up. So with that being said, Rajhai, who do you think you've kind of passed the torch to now that you're gone? Who is the voice in the locker room, or who's the guy that the other guys look up to?
Yeah, so when my whole time at ECU before Holton left, it was Holton.
Yeah.
It was the quarterback, and that's usually how it is. The quarterback usually is the front line member, the people that people listen to, man. So I got to give it to Ford, man. K and he was already stepping into that role. So it's not like it wouldn't be no, it wouldn't be no shock if that's who the leader is. You feel me? Because he was already giving that out, man, and showing us that he could do that as a sophomore. You feel what I'm saying? So the sky's the limit just for Caden, but the sky, man, you got somebody that's leading, that's your quarterback, man. That's always good.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend to know you guys and say I'm in the locker room, so I don't know. But, like, Caden is kind of California cool. And to that point, like,
oh, yeah.
Even Jake Garcia comes off as a nice laid-back guy. So do they have the oomph if they need, to get on you guys a little bit?
Most definitely. And like I was saying, man, the quarterbacks, man, they usually like the leaders. So whenever they do speak, man, it's not it is a respect thing, but like people know it's known to listen to the cue. He's the one that's controlling the whole offense. He's controlling the whole team, literally, man. The ball's in his hand every play. So, man, when he talks, man, it just speaks volumes. You feel what I'm saying? And he kind of didn't do it a lot, but whenever he did, his voice was definitely heard, man. So, like I said, man, I'm excited for that whole program, man, and they in good hands, man. I don't have no doubt in my mind that Coach Harrell and them guys in that locker room is ready to go out there and win every game. So, I'm excited for them.
Rajhai Harris joining us. Rajhai loves the kids. Pro Day open to the fans. I saw that this week, Rajhai. They've never done that
that's
before.
big.
So, you'll have maybe some fans out there watching y'all. Again, I talked to Coach Harrell. He said Savone Revel was going to do, I think he said at least he was going to do a bench press and maybe some indoor stuff. So it'll be good to see him being active after his injury, and looking forward to what's next for him. But Mase is an exciting time. Is it a stressful time, Rajhai, kind of leading up to that date for you?
I wouldn't say stressful. It's more of I'm ready to do it. You feel what I'm saying? I've been preparing for this, not just 2 months, 3 months. Like, a lot of people just don't know, like, you preparing for this moment all your life. You feel what I'm saying? This where the grind late nights, this where the early mornings come in. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like we finna just go out there and do nothing magic. No, you're going to go out there and trust your training, and you're going to do what you do. You feel what I'm saying? So I try not to put stress on myself at all because I feel like it's already written. Guys already done wrote it out for me. I just got to go out there and do it. So excited for it, man. But I'm excited for all of it to be over, man, and see where everybody's at in their process, because everybody's different, man, and every process is different, man. So excited for that for sure, man. I can't wait for Tuesday. Can't wait.
I think our guy Alex Harper, who has got a couple of real jobs now, is going to go out there and snap a few and see if he can turn some heads. So
he better.
I have a lot going on out there at ECU Pro Day. That'd be good. And then spring ball coming up. Rajhai, how you feel about Dion's idea to? I love this. I've been saying this for years.
I knew it was going to happen.
I understand why you don't do it, but man, seeing ECU versus Wake Forest or whoever in a spring game would be kind of cool. As a player, how do you feel about it?
I love it. They should have had the idea when I was playing. I love it. I can't lie. It kind of figured that was going to happen because you look at it now, like NFL teams during preseason, they're playing against other teams, and in high school you're scrimmaging other teams. So why not do it in college? You feel what I'm saying? So
be great for the young guys too, Rajhai.
It'd be great.
Yeah,
that'd be great. And I think it's something that's going to happen for sure.
For sure. So yeah, if we can get the money right, anything can happen. So
hey, you said it right. I ain't say it. You said it.
That's what it's all about. I asked Holton if he liked it. He said yeah, and of course he does. They'd have him in a red jersey, so it wouldn't matter. But
it wouldn't matter for Holton. You better not. Hey, you better not touch 12. You better not.
You be taking hits in March. You okay with that?
I'm good.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to take care of the body. Don't worry about me. I'm good. Trust.
All right, Rajhai. I got one sheet of paper today, my notes, and it's a bracket.
I didn't do it. I didn't do the bracket.
Well, you got time. Look, I'm going to ask you one favor. If you got 20 minutes tonight, fill out a bracket and text it to me.
I got you.
So I can get you in our contest.
I got you. Don't worry.
And then next time you come to Greenville, you can win a $100 gift card to Fifth Street Hardware downtown and get you a good meal and some drinks. What's your South Carolina teams gonna do? We got Clemson, I got them losing to Houston in the Sweet 16. How about Wofford? How far are you away growing up?
Hey, that's in Spartanburg actually. It's not. I say it's about 20 minutes from hometown.
Okay.
About
they got Tennessee in the first round.
Hey,
Yeah,
but I tell you, and a lot of people been talking about them down here, man. They say Wofford's looking pretty good, man. So I wouldn't count them out. I wouldn't count that A6 team out.
There will be some people pulling for Wofford because they have something unique, Rajhai. They have a player that shoots granny-style free throws, shoots underhand free throws.
Yeah, I ain't even been watching, man. So I would have never knew that. I would have never knew that.
Check that out.
I definitely got to.
Again, we've talked to you. You are working. You are busy. You don't follow this stuff, but and I do want you to fill out a bracket. I want to see it, but who would you have winning it all right now? If I asked you, would you know where to begin?
I'll say Duke.
Yeah,
they still in it.
Oh yeah, we learned last week you were a bit of a Dookie.
I got a couple of messages for some Pirate fans too. They didn't like that. I'm sorry, Pirate Nation.
Hey man, you're not the only one. Look, I went to Dean Smith basketball camp when I was a kid, so I grew up a Carolina fan. Everybody has a team that they root for when they're kids, and I grew out of it. When I went to ECU, I was like, I'm not gonna root for another school. I'm at East Carolina.
That's true.
I need to be a Pirate. So that's how I roll.
True, man.
All right, Rajhai, we'll let you run, man, and appreciate you joining us today. Keep up the hard work. Looking forward to seeing you back in Greenville here soon, man.
Yes, sir, man.
Rajhai Harris joining us on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. I'm going to try to get his bracket in here before it is too late. We'll take a break, come back. We'll get our New Blue report, hear what Cliff Godwin had to say after last night's East Carolina loss to UNCW. And after that, Blake Harrell joins us live in the Pirate Radio studios. If you have a question for Coach Harrell, you can get it in on YouTube or on X. You can hit me there. We will be passing those questions along to Blake Harrell coming up at 4:30. More to go. Pirate Radio Live back with you after this.
Did you know that 1 in every 36 children born in North Carolina is diagnosed with autism? The Autism Society of North Carolina offers assistance and support programs that improve lives for autistic children and adults. And you can help the Autism Society of North Carolina through the Eastern Run Walk for Autism on Saturday, March 29th at Town Common in Greenville. Run, walk, form a team, or donate. Make a difference in someone's life. Visit EasternRunWalkForAutism.com and sign up today.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strauds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird for my friends at Shimmer Boutique. New spring arrivals are here from all your favorite brands like Kinder Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and a lot more. Shop now at ShimmerBoutiqueOnline.com and receive free shipping on all orders over $100. And don't forget, Shimmer is your place to get your very own Parker Bird shirt, available in youth and adult sizes. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and ShimmerBoutiqueOnline.com. Go Pirates.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-36 4612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep is kicking off Ram Truck Month with savings up to $15,000 on the 2025 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the Ram 1500. You can also choose to save up to $11,000 off MSRP and get 3.9% APR for 72 months on a new 2025 Ram 1500. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep has a ton of trucks, but they also have America's most awarded SUV, the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee. And right now, you'll save up to $9,000 off MSRP or lease a new Grand Cherokee for only $389 per month. Hit the beach this spring with a new Jeep Wrangler and save up to 15% off MSRP. There has never been a better time to get the SUV you've been waiting for. New Ram trucks, new Jeeps, huge incentives for the month of March.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerel in Greenville. Come see us!
Jeep lease is 36 months, 10,000 miles per year. Offers do not include tax, tags, title, and $8.99 admin fee. See dealer for details.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Rite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choose from the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
I love it.
Pirate Radio.
I'm glued all day.
Pirate Radio.
It's your tune me rocks, baby.
Pirate Radio. The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town. Sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer as well, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. They have 2 locations in Greenville, one at Bells Fork and one on Greenville Boulevard, as well as another location in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street. And they would be a great place to go catch all the NCAA tournament action kicking off tomorrow. Now we'll send it back in. Here's a clip.
Tiebreakers, Bells Fork, pound for pound, the best TV setup to watch games.
Is that the original one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would say that if you are thinking of a spot to plant your butt on Thursday or Friday, that'd be a good one to go to.
I loved going in there on NFL Sundays.
Yeah.
They'd be like, you got the Raider jersey on? We'll have it right there when they come on. Like, you have to ask.
They are a true sports bar.
Yeah.
They put the sports in sports bar. They'll have you covered there at Tiebreakers. It will not be an Applebee's situation like 15 years ago where I went in and all the TVs were on non-tournament channels.
Unless it's on ESPN Plus, a lot of these places, they just don't know what to do.
Yeah. But Tiebreakers certainly does. All right, we'll get our New Blue report brought to you by New Blue. Technicians of New Blue stand by and ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. Contact them. Call nublue.com. Call nublue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Let's hear what Cliff Godwin had to say after last night's loss to UNCW.
We had one of the best practices that we've ever had in the spring yesterday, and I was just disappointed the way we started the game. Got to make a play in the first batter of the game. I'm not asking Dixon to be perfect, but he's a competitive dude. He's a good player. He's got to make that play. Nick Moran, we're trying to go fastball away to a left-handed hitter who's a freshman. We hit him. We didn't do enough to win the game, but it's just disappointing because how we practiced yesterday, and then we just didn't bring that to the table today.
All right, and I believe we have one more comment from. Nope, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, it was not a very long.
Jared, thank you for getting that post game.
Yeah.
You didn't have any questions?
That was from my question.
What'd you ask? What the hell happened?
No. What's your message to the team after tonight's loss?
So, Jared, let's take a peek behind the curtain as a young media member just getting into this field. Any post-game nerves after a loss like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's post-game nerves after, run ruling William and Mary. This is, I don't want to say very new to me, but this is a top-tier program in college baseball, and I'm talking to one of the best coaches in college baseball, and it's
a coach that doesn't mind crapping on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I very much appreciate Cliff Godwin last night not doing that.
Okay, yeah. It's
or in the past as well. I'm not sitting here acting like I'm a top-tier journalist.
Well, you shouldn't, and nobody's calling you that.
Well, I call myself that.
Do you?
When I'm by myself and talking to my grandma.
Honey, you really turned into a top-tier journalist. Do you do what Rajhai does? Do you do interviews in the mirror?
No.
You should.
I'll just be sitting there silent watching the game. Hayden's saying something. I'm not listening to it. And I'm just like, all right, I'm going to ask this and I'm going to do this. And
Hayden, what are you saying during the game?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Jared, I don't like Fayetteville.
Well, no, I like to talk, so I'm always thinking of something, asking him, and then he doesn't answer, and then I'm kind of look at him waiting for an answer. Then normally he gives me an answer.
I want to see a video of just y'all and y'all's trip, because I can imagine Hayden talking the whole time and you not talking at all.
Well, I'm trying to watch the game. But no, I appreciate her help. And
yeah, no, it's fun working with them. I do talk a lot, but I know that.
I told Zach Kaplan yesterday, I was like, man, she puts you to shame.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall of a Hayden and Zach full conversation.
But see, I like baseball. It's my favorite, so I watch it too. But if I have a thought, I say it.
Hayden, you've received compliments on your shirt today. Can you get Hayden on camera? Oh, I guess I should ask you.
Yeah,
Can you put yourself on the camera? Battle on the Bayou. You went to the Super Bowl. Cool shirt, Chiefs, Eagles. I hate to talk about money, but I think we have to.
Yeah.
Will, I don't think how much you think that shirt cost? Again, was it at the Super Bowl where you bought it?
Yeah, it was in the stadium.
Yeah, so it's going to go for a pretty penny.
Now, I've never been to a Super Bowl.
Clearly.
So.
Not a lot of people have.
I don't know what they usually run, but I'd say around $80, $90.
Good Lord. I would say for a T-shirt.
We're not talking eggs here. We're talking T-shirts.
I don't know. Our Super Bowl price is not very inflated.
The problem is you're right, but why do people think this is okay?
It's not.
It was
I don't
very
think it's.
stressful.
I would say $30 tops.
Oh, you're asking me what I think it's worth or what she bought it for?
Yeah.
I'm asking how much do you think it cost?
Oh, yeah, then I'm 80.
How much was it, Hayden?
It was $70.
What in the hell is a T-shirt $70?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that I didn't.
I'm not saying it's
I didn't
right.
like it, but I saw this shirt since the beginning when we were there, getting ready before the day of the Super Bowl, and I know I wanted it.
You had to have it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just that.
No, that was a
on-brand.
good guess. I'm just shocked. I guess. Man. And I guess if people are going to buy it, then you can price it for that.
Oh yeah, they were running out of stuff too. I wanted to get a medium in this. They didn't have This is a small. It fits fine, but I wanted it a little bit bigger. But they were running out of stuff left and right, especially this T-shirt.
Insane. All right. That is our New Blue Pirate Report. Thank you, New Blue. If you have issues with electrical, plumbing, HVAC, if you have needs there, you can contact them. Go to callinublue.com. All right, let's take a break. Blake Harrell is here. We'll talk to the head coach of the Pirates when we return. If you got a question, you can get it in on YouTube. We've got more PRL. Back with you after this.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue Electric, Plumbing, and Air.
Jason Horowitz here with an NCAA tournament schedule preview. March Madness continues tonight with first four action from Dayton, including the first of the Southeastern Conference record 14 teams. Texas taking on one of the 5 representatives from the Big East, Xavier. Then tomorrow and Friday, it's wall-to-wall action with great matchups all across the country. Stay tuned for Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NCAA tournament from the First Four to the national championship, right here.
This is the story of the One. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza. Epic. Hey! We're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is back at only $13.99. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, an MVP move for game day or any day. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Danny Beal, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was easy to work with when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want or the phone plan that's right for you. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Whoa, that's like getting tickets to both a wrestling match and a figure skating show.
Yep, get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90, no trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Pirate Radio.
You know, East Carolina deserves to go to Omaha. People should be worried about us. We're going to be really good, and I'm not afraid to say it on record.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner. Call them today at 919-291-5532 or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now we'll send it back into the studio. Here's Clip.
All right, thank you, Will. We got intern Hayden here, Shirley Rhodes, Jarrett Watkins somewhere, the big dog Glenn Griffin here in studio, and joining me to my left, the head football coach of the Pirates, Blake Harrell. It might have been the first time I introduced you as that here in studio.
Hey, I'm just honored to be here.
You used to it yet?
Yeah, well, not used to it yet, but just honored to be here in studio with you, and thanks for having me on. Redskins T-shirt looks good on you today.
Man, I'm still beaming from that, Coach. That was
what a season for him.
I know.
We went up there and watched Julius Wood play like late in December, And I didn't think, I thought they were okay. I didn't really expect them to make a run, but they sure did.
Yeah, and got a quarterback, and that solves a lot of problems when you can get a quarterback.
We as Pirate Nation can attest to that.
Yes, sir. Coach, we'll talk about how this offseason is going for you real quick. Second time this week I've seen you. I saw you Monday at the Murphy Center when Inky Johnson spoke, and saw JDB, Coach Aldridge, Coach Freeman, saw Coach Roberts, a bunch of guys there, Ryan McManus, Coach Shank, but your crew was there and receiving some of those words, and it made me think, football, it's such a violent sport. We forget about that sometimes, and you're telling kids to go play your tail off, knock that guy out, and not meaning it that way, but man, it can go just like that.
Yeah, well, first of all, what a gift Inky has, and being able to just hear him speak was awesome, an event. And thanks to you guys and Pirate Radio putting that on and inviting us over. And it was, just a really good time for our coaches to get to come hear him live. We get to see him so much on social media.
Yeah.
And we'll play videos for the team at some point in time. But just to hear his story again in person and meet him and kind of chat with him was pretty cool. But you're exactly right. We always talk to our players about play it's like your last play, because you never know if it is. And the game of football is violent, and that's kind of probably what sells tickets in some ways. But you never know if you could suffer an injury that could end your career. But we also don't know if we could cross the street today, and that could be the last time we cross the street either. So we always talk about in our locker room, hey, today's the most important day of the year because it's the only day you're promised, and that's certainly true, and certainly true in the game of football.
Coach, as the head man now, you've always looked at ways to motivate your defense, I'm assuming, whether it be a speech or a movie or inspirational words, something like a quote.
Inky Johnson video.
Inky, helping you out too. Now you're kind of doing that for the whole team. So what do you do off season from that aspect? Do you read? Do you look at what other teams do? How do you keep your stuff fresh for a new year?
A little of all the above. You continue to read books, and I've always thought that just you're a lifelong learner, and you continue to mimic other coaches and coaches that are successful. I just said this yesterday in front of the Chamber of Commerce, and I get to be here with Cliff Godwin and watch him and mimic him every day and learn from him and how he runs a successful program there. So just those little things, reading books, continue staying updated, and watching motivational speakers like Inky, anything that you can think that would help your team move forward and give you a chance. We don't want to take the off season as a time to rest and relax. We want to go attack the off season and make it as important as each and every other day. That way, come next fall, we have a chance to go win some games.
It has been an interesting first off season for you as head coach. First of all, you had to fill your spot at defensive coordinator and did that with Josh Aldridge, but some other spots to fill as well, and even a couple of guys coming in that are not here anymore. The guy here this offseason at the GM spot and others. So kind of catch us up there on new hires, and also what spots do you need to fill right now as we sit here in March?
No, you're absolutely right. I think on the field, we got a lot of our coaches back, which is really good continuity for our players. The whole offensive side of the ball is back. Signed John David Baker to a new extension, and fired up about that, and fired up for Pirate Nation for that. And I think, told somebody yesterday, anytime you're going into year two of an offense, year one, sometimes you're just kind of getting used to it, getting your feet wet. It's to basically the 100 level up the offense. Year two, you can really turn it loose, let it fly, and kind of dig deeper into where he wants to be and kind of tailor it to where he thinks our personnel is as well, so has a better feel for that. Obviously, as you mentioned, had to fill my spot as the defense coordinator, and Josh Aldridge, who I'd known for 10-plus years, is doing a really good job, and has been the defense coordinator at Liberty, been in the SEC at Auburn, and just done a really good job everywhere he's been, as well as the defense coordinator at Lenoir Ryan, where I previously was years ago. And then our corners coach, obviously, Coach Montenaro went to Oklahoma State. And I think anytime you have we obviously lose sometimes transfer portal kids to bigger opportunities, bigger schools. Sometimes we lose coaches to bigger opportunities, bigger schools. And it may be different reasons, family reasons, financial reasons, whatever it may be. you got to think you're doing something right within your program.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody wants your players, somebody wants your coaches, you're probably winning games and you're probably moving in the right direction. So Coach Montenard got that opportunity and hired Ron Williams back, who was with us before. I'd worked with him at several other stops. And he was at ODU as the corners coach last couple years. And, knows Greenville, has been a Pirate, knows what Pirate Nation's about, knows how special this place is. So fired up to have him back. So that kind of completes our on-the-field staff, guys. Off the field, was able to bring one of my favorites of all time, Bruce Bivens back. You know, the hammerhead, as I would call him. Always smiling. He's in our director of player development, which just means he's going to help develop our players from an off-the-field standpoint, whether it be academically, character ed, community service, helping with housing, whatever it may be.
And let me tell you, Coach, he's working. He came and joined us on the show, and he was like, how much time I got? He was on the phone. He was working while he was here with us, so I want you to know that. But, man, I was really happy to hear that. We like Bruce, and he, I know how much he talked about how much he respects you, and I'd assume that goes two ways, how much you respect him.
And no doubt, and he'll grow within that role every single day, and I think he'll take us to a new position. That was part of, anytime you're looking at putting a staff together or bringing new guys into your staff, and even in Josh's case, you want to find somebody that can help you grow, help your program grow, and help you move in different directions and help you think outside the box. I almost view it as putting a NASCAR team together. When you put a NASCAR team together, you don't want just a bunch of tire changers. You want a tire changer, a jack man, a gas man.
Yeah.
That way you can make sure you get the job done. And we got to make sure we do the same thing in our building.
How about the GM spot, Luke Mullet there? I asked you this before, but real quick, Coach, once again, what is the GM's role on the ECU football team?
Yeah, your general manager, it means so much at different programs across the country and even in NFL. If you look at an NFL general manager, they run the whole building, including mostly the head coach, except for the X's and O's, and even make a decision on that, more like an athletic director. You may look at some programs across the country, and the GM, the general manager, is just dealing with recruiting and just helping, run the recruiting department or personnel department. For us, our GM's kind of a combination of things. He's going to help manage some off-the-field staff and direct correlation between me and our athletic directors, and we all work closely together. But also, I didn't want a relationship between me and player. I wanted a good working relationship between me and our players. I wanted them to come in, be able to sit down, hang out, and just have a good time with them. But at the same time, be able to teach them, coach them, mentor them. I didn't want it to be a business relationship. And I think sometimes when the head coach is handling NIL or revenue sharing or the collective or those opportunities, it becomes a business transaction. And I certainly don't want our players to view me, the Pirate Nation, or our program as a business transaction. I want it to be, hey, we're playing for each other because we care about each other, we love each other, we have a brotherhood, and I think we're going to go be more successful in the field that way.
Talked to Rajhai today. He spoke to that when I asked kind of what were the changes when you took over as head coach, and really he mentioned the word family a few times there, Coach. I've brought this up. Like, I've seen the number of coaches grow in college football as far as staffs throughout the years. I thought it was funky when Donnie Kirkpatrick went from receivers coach to inside receivers coach back when Ruffin and Lincoln were here. And we're like, why do we need an inside and outside? But it just grows and grows.
Right.
And I'm wondering, like, for you, like, is there a point where it's too many cooks in the kitchen, or do you feel like it's spread out now where players can kind of get that individual coaching? Do you like the number?
You got to do what's best for your program as far as what helps you teach players, coach players, help take them to their goals. All a player cares about is each individual cares about how can you help me?
Yeah.
How can you help me get to my goals? And that's what we really should be. So how can I help a young man go from a high school point A to point B, graduate in college, earn a degree from East Carolina, and hopefully make it to the next level, while along the way having a great experience at East Carolina, winning football games, hopefully winning a championship, winning bowl games, those type of things. So, if that means we're going to have two receivers coach, and two O-line coaches, that may be best for teaching. I think some of the roster limits and the roster cuts and revenue sharing may scale back on that a little bit. But if you look at the NFL model, basically the NFL model is this. You may have 10 position coaches. Well, each position coach has an assistant coach, meaning the quarterback's coach has an assistant quarterback's coach. That way, if and here's how I view it: if the quarterback's coach is on the road recruiting, the assistant quarterback's coach can still, hey, you're on campus, I can meet with you,
right?
We can spend time together, and I give you extra attention to help you grow.
Blake Harrell joining us. Blake, can you give us an update on the strength and conditioning program and who is leading that right now for ECU?
Yeah, we're just going through the process. Met with John Gilbert yesterday, talking through the candidates, and we have a ton of people who have applied. My phone never stops buzzing or ringing or texting, whatever it may be, and I know we've had a bunch of people apply through online process, and what I'll say is a lot of people are interested in Pirate Nation and coming to be a part of our program and working with our players.
And the weightlifting hasn't just stopped, so it's still ongoing, right? Do you have folks in charge right now?
Our guys have done an awesome job in there, just keeping the energy up, working their tails off, and made really good gains this off season. I think Josiah Robinson's one. I'm just looking at the body weights a while ago. He went from 224 up to 252, and I'm really excited about Josiah going into his senior year. Sam Danka's gained 12 pounds. Javante Connor's gained almost 20 pounds. So we've had a bunch of guys do those things. Obviously we'll see how it translates to on the grass, but I think anytime a young man's in that weight room working his tail off and he sees results, he's gaining that confidence, and I think you're going to see it on the play when he gets between the lines.
Coach, I used to be a little uncomfortable asking coaches about transfers and things like that, but it's become so commonplace. I'm getting less uncomfortable asking. So as far as the quarterback goes, obviously Caden Hauser is on the roster, as well as are the other two from last year, right? So everybody that was here last year, as far as QB, is here.
As soon as we think we get something figured out in college football, we change how we're going to do things. And you talk about getting comfortable with it. We just getting comfortable with the collective and NIL opportunities, but at the same time, they're getting ready to change now to revenue sharing and roster limits. So that'll be a whole new learning curve, but we'll get it figured out. But really fired up by our quarterback room. And I think, my saying as defensive coordinator and for all those years as defensive coach was, hey, rule number one, get to number two. And because if the number one gets injured and he gets banged up and out of the game, you're playing with number two and you got a great opportunity to win. Well, I'm not sure if folks can say that about us. Obviously, Caden Hauser is back. You got Jake Garcia back and Raheem Jeter back. All three, you feel really good about where you're at, and all three have played in games. Jake and Caden both have started games, and have a lot of experience under their belts.
Cole Hodge, highly recruited QB, coming off an injury. How's he doing injury-wise?
Yeah, the two freshmen, we had 13 freshmen come in January, early enrollees, guys that should have been graduating this summer, joining the summer program. They're joining us in January. It basically means they get an extra winter conditioning, winter strength program, a spring ball under their belt, and they also get an extra semester of school under their belt, kind of to help the transition there. But, just watching Hodge and Chastendita doing a really good job of getting reps so far in our off-the-season workouts and training, off OTAs as I call them. And then we start practice next Tuesday, so excited to see both of those guys.
Speaking of spring ball, have you talked to Dion? Will you be playing Colorado in a couple months?
I told Dion, bring it on to Greenville. We ain't hard to find. Come on with it.
What do you think about I love the idea, and then I think about the injury possibilities and everything, and I don't like it as much. But how about a spring scrimmage to raise some revenue and create some interest?
I think it'd be fabulous. I think, part of this college athletics is the competition piece of it. Our players always can compete. They get tired of competing with each other, although you try to put them in as many possible situations to compete against each other to help them grow and help create a culture and leadership and all those things. But at some point, they want to go see a different color jersey to compete against and go play against. And I think it'd be great for our fans and our community.
We have seen, spring football is a heck of a topic right now. Coaches closing it. Hell, West Virginia, Rich Rod, I think they're about wrapping up. So people do it at different times of the year.
Yeah.
Are you going to do it the way it's always been done? Would you like to do it a little different? What's your take on spring ball?
Well, I think one thing, Clip, in about 3 or 4 years from now, we'll see there is no spring ball. We'll probably be more of an NFL-style model. If they would listen to me and figure things out, we'd do it just like the NFL. A free agency would be after the playoffs.
Makes sense.
In February, March, and then we would, not have spring ball. Then we do more OTAs in May and June. But in the meantime, we'll keep spring ball traditionally for us. We start next Tuesday. March 25th, and then our spring game being April 26th. And the plan right now is to have a traditional spring game. I think it's a great opportunity for our players to go out and compete, get a game setting in. It's a great opportunity for our fans to see our players run around and get to know those guys as well.
Blake Harrell joining us. If you want to get a question in, he's here another 7-8 minutes or so. So get him in. We got a few on YouTube. Coach, how's it different to now recruit both offense and defensive players? Is it a much larger effort for you?
Yeah, I'm loving it. First time I'm talking to quarterbacks, you know.
That was a great line that first week where you came into the press conference and you were asked a question about a quarterback, and you were like, man, it's the first time I've been asked that.
First quarterback question. Yeah, so I got to ride around in January. You know, I thought it was very important in January for us to hit the road hard, and we hit the local area and all of North Carolina in recruiting. And then I went out with coaches as well, and got to go out with John David Baker and see quarterbacks. It was the first time I was watching quarterbacks throw and do some things on the road and within their classes and stuff. But just really enjoyed that and get to know those guys and really fired up, because I think high school recruiting for us is a big piece of it still.
And when you're watching tape as a defensive coordinator, obviously you're watching what the offense is doing, but maybe I'm overthinking it, but have you watched things from a defensive mind all these years, and now you have to open it a little bit and look at it from the different angle?
I think you do, but I think at the end of the day, you know, a good player is a good player, and I'm no different than a fan sometimes. Hey, if a kid wows you and gets you up out of your chair, he's probably a pretty good player, and you probably should be checking him out.
I'm checking your resume. We have Greg Hudson on a lot, and he was a defensive coordinator here, but coached some O-line and coached some offense. Have you been solely defense your whole coaching career?
You Google me, huh?
Google me.
Hey, so how about this? The first job I had, okay, I was at high school, so I know I'm a little short clip, but I make up for it by being extremely slow. So my first job was my first year out of high school. My high school coach asked me to help out and coach. I was the offense coordinator for our JV football team.
Okay.
Yep. So one of my most rewarding years, but one of my toughest. So one of the players on that team was my youngest brother. So,
oh wow!
I would coach him at practice, then we'd go home and have a fist fight.
What'd you do? Fullback dive every play, pretty much, coach.
Well, hey, how about this? So that was back in the day when you 21 personnel and you huddle and stuff. We were playing this team across the mountain there, and they were obviously better and bigger than us. So I was like, all right, we're going to come out with this new deal. We're going to go no huddle tempo. You know exactly what we do now.
Yeah.
I was way ahead of my time.
You were an innovator. Who knew?
I didn't even know.
Blake Harrell joining us here. Coach, another question. Recruiting through Twitter. He says it seems common now. I see it more one-sided, where players will try to get their tape out to you. But how often is their communication via social media these days?
Very often.
Yeah.
You know, what's crazy, like when I first started coaching college football in 2007, it was still the old VHS tape. And you'd have to send your VHS tape, a blank one. You take it to the high school, you drop it off. They might give you one, and if players could stay hidden, so to speak, you had to, turn over every stone, every rock to find players. And then it was DVDs. Then it was online with Huddle. Now, social media is the way to advertise themselves, and every kid out there gets seen. And you see a lot of different individuals out there, and whether it's through DM or just through messages and then posting, you definitely very active in that area.
Coach, it is a wacky schedule this year. A lot of Thursdays. This is the first time I can recall no Saturday games in the month of October. And you'll deal with it when you deal with it. But what did you think when you first saw the days?
Fired up.
Yeah.
And our players are fired up. We played at NC State and in Raleigh on Thursday night, opened it up on national TV. I think it's an awesome opportunity, and just really looking forward to that. I know our players are. And then we'd come back home, face Campbell for the opening home game in Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, go to Coastal. And then we got BYU, who will be a top 10 team.
Great game, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking yesterday, like the last probably top 10 team came to Greenville was probably 2008, West Virginia. Is that correct? Somewhere's in there?
Sounds about right, yeah.
And then we turn around and Army
back-to-back grown man games there.
Yeah, Army has to play us on a Thursday night. We don't have to play them, but they have to play us. They have to play us on a short week.
Like that.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
so-
Yes, sir.
And then we got some time. We got that followed up
Yeah.
with 2 more Thursdays.
That October is crazy, though. 2 games, both
Yeah.
on Thursday. And
I don't know if I've ever been, and I know I haven't, through a season that I haven't played a game on Saturday in the month of October.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's going to be different. But fired up, I know. Speaking of NC State, got them first. I asked Rajhai if he wanted me to ask you a question today. His question to you is, why did you want him to go down on that long run at the end of the game?
I'm sure glad he didn't, because that was the defensive coach him and me saying, like, hey, we're giving their quarterback too much time to go score. And if you go down at the 1-2 yard line, bam, the game's over. Essentially you got to kick a field goal or punch it in. So in hindsight, like if we go down at the 1 yard line, they probably call a timeout on first down, probably call a timeout on second down. You waste a few seconds there. Third down, you go ahead and score. Yeah. But at the same time, you've took another 20, 30 seconds off the clock. They've burned their timeouts. Now they're in 2-minute mode. They're behind the 8 ball. Fortunately, he punches in. We get a pick.
Get the pick, yeah.
And win the game that way. So.
And you just about – it was almost a different hero in that game if they would have called the strip sack and the scoop and score.
How about that? I mean, there's a lot of things in that game that could have helped us out, probably could have helped them out, but definitely the Chad Stevens fumble recovery could have went the way we wanted it to.
And I was kind of talking out of both sides of my mouth. I'm not a huge bowl season fan in generally speaking. Yeah. When it kicked off and I saw that NC State jersey, I was like, all right, I'm in. Let's beat these guys' tail. That game meant everything to Rajhai, meant everything to those seniors. I know it meant a hell of a lot to you as well to win that game.
Man, just what an awesome opportunity. Finish the season 4-1. Especially we were 3-4, lost 4 of the last 5 at one point, and then for those seniors and those guys to turn that thing around and finish the way they did. And then cap it off with a victory up in Indianapolis versus NC State. And like you said, sometimes you turn on the bowl game. They're meaningless bowl games. Not a lot of energy, not a lot of fans in the stadium. But I know when we walked out of that tunnel and our players saw that Pirate Nation had it packed out and chanting purple and gold up there, it meant a heck of a whole lot. And that gave us the energy we needed to play the game and get some stops and score some points and win the ball game.
Coach, about to start up spring football. And what's the goal for spring? Like if somebody's asking you, hey, what is spring practice? What is the goal for the team?
I just spoke to our coaches about this the other day. I said, I know you guys are worried about schemes and strategies, and said, but you need to think of the big picture. Like, what is your true goals? Like as a defensive coach, you may have a different goal than the offensive coach or D-line coach, but you need to have overall goals within your room. For our football team, it needs to be about our culture, building our culture. Anymore, we got 30 new players that just came into our program, 13 high school, 17 transfer portal guys that just came to our program. They have to learn our culture and understand our culture. So, boom, when we turn it on and the tape on in September, that they know exactly what the culture of our program is. And that's playing with relentless effort and as hard as we can play, effort-based team. And having intense energy. We want to play with emotion, play with energy. We want to be disciplined about what we do, and we want to execute. So that's the things we want to instill this spring.
And we'll ask you again in the fall. We love to ask you about leaders because I talked about it with Rajhai. That leadership torch just gets passed on and on. Yeah. Who are 2 or 3 coaches on the field you're relying on this spring?
Yeah, well, that's probably the biggest. And as a defense coordinator, you don't necessarily think that way, but as the head coach, that's where my mind exactly goes. You lose Rajhai, you lose Big Tay, you lose Eli, you lose all those guys. We got, I think, 22 guys participating in Pro Day next Tuesday that we're inviting the public out to. So you guys feel free to come out and check it out in Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, I think starting at 9:30. But when we met with our football team on January 12th, I looked around the room. I was like, "Oh man, where's all those guys?"
A lot of voices.
Where's the guys that used to sit on the front row and break the team down? I said, well, we've got to develop some leaders. And through the weight room, through some different things we've been doing, through some competition, we developed a bunch of leaders. And right before spring break, I was walking up the steps with Caden, and Caden said, "Hey, how are we doing on our leadership?" I said, "Caden, if you would have asked me January 12th, I was worried to death with it." I said, I just met with you guys, that leadership team. I said, and I feel like we're in a really good place. I said, we obviously got to go do it on the grass. Yeah. We got to do it in a practice situation and get ready for game time. But what you guys have accomplished in the last 2 months, I'm really proud of. We just got to keep making those steps.
Blake Harrell joining us, and despite his 3-point shooting, he is
I'm ready for a rematch.
He is good enough to run a football program. Coach, who you got cutting down the nets this year? You filled out a bracket yet?
I did fill out a bracket for fun, not gambling on it, not betting on it.
Your family, right? You said your daughters are involved.
Yeah. Last year one of my daughters beat me, so
revenge.
So I'm trying to revenge it up this year and get it going. So we all doing the brackets, and I think is it St. John's?
You got Patino.
Yeah, Patino. I'm just Patino. I don't even know who the coach is.
The Johnnies.
Yeah, the Patino fan.
All right, good deal. Looking forward to that. What are you doing Thursday, Friday? You watching game? How do you work with all these great sports going on, Coach? You got to flip a game or two on, right?
Yeah, we might check it out on Sunday or something. But Thursday, Friday, we at OTAs. It's football time. It's beautiful weather. It's spring. Let's go play a little football.
All right, man. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Clay, for having me on.
Blake Harrell, head football coach of the Pirates, joining us here. Spring ball kicking off next week. Also, Pro Day, open to the fans. Going to do it at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium, you said, this year. So that'll be fun. That'll be great. All right, we'll take a break, come back. Patrick Mason, Daily Reflector, will join us. We'll talk some hoops, some Pirate baseball, maybe a little football as well. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
It's March, and Pirate Radio is teaming up with the Buccaneer Music Hall, Dirty Dan's, and Overtime's Tavern to help support ECU Baseball's Mustache March campaign. Mustache March t-shirts are available for purchase at all 3 locations. T-shirts are only $20, and all proceeds go towards ALS research. Stop by the Buck, Dirty Dan's, or Overtime's Tavern to get your shirt today. Wear it loud, wear it proud, and together we'll strike out ALS. Get your Mustache March t-shirt and make a difference. Go Pirates! We're inside the Pirate Radio studios with our friends from QC Kinetics. Don, why should people use QC Kinetics?
So QC Kinetics, we're the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. So we've helped about 50,000 patients get back to an active and pain-free life without surgery, without drugs, and without downtime. We leverage your body's own natural growth and healing properties to not only repair damaged tissue, but generate new.
Don, give us the number.
252-765-PAIN. 252-765-PAIN.
That's QC Kinetics.
I'm Morgan Ehlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. If you're looking online, one website covers both locations. It's driveherenow.com.
Right. We're the driveherenow.com family between our 2 locations here in Greenville. I can take you to either website at gmcapproved.com or greenvilleautoworld.net. And yeah, you can see all our inventory there. A lot of stuff says coming soon as we're getting new stuff, but be on the lookout for anything you need.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World. We will earn your trust and business one vehicle at a time.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly. Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Ready for a home makeover? Bostic Sugg Furniture's new and now collection has the freshest styles you've been dreaming of. Store-wide savings on fashion-forward looks and styles for your living room, dining room, and bedroom. Hundreds of items in stock. Or let our team help you build a custom piece just for you. Plus, 6 months special financing and local delivery for just $19.37. Sleep better with over 30 models of brand-name mattresses to choose from and up to 48 months special financing. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The new Shimmer website is live, and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutiqueonline.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands from Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Free shipping on orders over $100 for all online purchases and free gift wrapping for all in-store customers. Shimmer has locations in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and you can find them online at shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Now we'll head back into PRL. Here's Clip with our next guest.
All right, that next guest is Patrick Mason from the Daily Reflector, joining us here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Jamie says couldn't have a more personable and humble guy. Oh, he's talking about Blake Harrell. But I would say same to you, Patrick. You're a very humble man.
Appreciate it, man.
Jamie, 10-4 on that. Blake Harrell, so easy to talk to, down to earth. That's why he has a lot of fans, not just the winning, but his attitude, personality, and glad to have him here at East Carolina. It comes down to wins. You can be the nicest guy in the world and lose games, and you got to go. But I think not being an a-hole helps you in all walks of life.
Yeah, absolutely. He's awesome to talk to. Like, the last half of last year was so much fun. Just kind of, you felt like he was opening up a little bit, and he felt so personable. I felt like the fans had a good connection with him, and us reporters, obviously, we got to see one side of him, one side of the ball, but he handled both sides so well, and it was definitely a blast.
All right, big news going on in college basketball. I guess Will Wade has a verbal agreement, which kind of makes me uneasy to hear that, because what is a verbal agreement? But the reports say after McNeese is bounced from the NCAA tournament, he will become the next head coach at NC State, and I think that's a big deal for NC State. He is certainly a winner. He's built McNeese into a powerhouse.
Yeah.
And I give him credit. So I haven't heard this. I've only seen it. Now I'm seeing the video without context right now. In fact, maybe I can listen to it real quick. Will Wade asked about, has he talked to NC State? Let me see if I can hear
Michael
it.
Swain from 24/7 Sports. I want to follow up on that. There's some rumors linking you to NC State specifically. Have you, your agent, anyone close to you spoken to NC State?
Yes.
Right here, Pete.
All right. Shout out to Will Wade for honestly answering the question.
You never hear that, right?
I know.
Never.
I love this guy.
You could have a coach who's already signed somewhere, and he'll be like, "Nope, never heard of him. I don't even know what that school is." And then this guy's like, "Yep." Like that's super refreshing.
And Patrick, we go into this business knowing that coaches lie to our faces every time we talk to them.
Yeah. Coach speak. Like
Skip Holtz said, and maybe he didn't have an agent. Maybe it was a friend working for him, and he called it his money handler or something. Yeah. He didn't call him an agent, but his quote was, I don't have an agent. I haven't talked to an agent. Haven't talked to anybody. He never talked to anybody. I don't know how he got another job. He never talked to anybody. But for Will Wade just to say yes, I think. I mean, and hopefully his 21-year-old players somewhat respect that too. Like, and now that all the players are transferring, how much do those guys, how mad can they get at a coach leaving? We're all seeing it's all a business, and at the end of the day, entertainment anyway. Student athlete, be damned. I don't care what they make on their test. I don't like people pretending they care.
Yeah.
How these guys do in class.
Yeah, and like you said, like what the players think about it. If he's going to be open like that with the media and say, yeah, like maybe I'm sure he's talked to the guys and said, guys, this might be it for me. Let's go out and make a run. Let's go do something special together one last time.
And you know what? You score 20 points, I'll bring you to Raleigh with me.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of these kids, they're doing awesome. They're going to end up elsewhere too. So
yep. McNeese State will have an entirely different new roster next year with a new head coach, and that is basketball. And we're on portal watch for East Carolina. Julian Samara, I guess, entering the portal, which we never got to see him play anyway. Really.
Yeah,
he didn't even play against Gardner Webb, his former team.
That's why we lost.
Yeah, definitely.
What is his lasting legacy? Wasn't he the player that was at the table when Mike Schwartz started screaming at somebody or something?
At the check-in table?
Yeah.
You know what? I think it was him sitting there. Yeah.
What game was that? Was it Wilmington or was it Gardner? Who was Mason?
I think it was Coastal Carolina.
No, this was like recent, wasn't it?
No, that's when he went on the court. This is different.
Like when he was he was still on his baseline, but he was like going. Because
somebody was saying Julian Samara was at the table.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was Coastal because those fans were sitting right behind the Coastal bench, and I remember us in the student section were yelling across at them, and the people who sit behind the Pirate bench were doing the same. And I think Schwartz, I'm pretty sure it was Coastal.
So that would have been.
That was like the second or third game of the year.
No, it was not that early in the season.
It had to be pretty early because Samaro didn't play.
I don't think
Julian
it was Samaro.
Samaro
I thought it was Trevi.
I
thought it was LeBeau.
No, it was Samaro.
I mean, they did get into what you're talking about was probably that mix up a couple weeks ago.
No,
right?
But I mean, I remember him yelling at the other coach. I don't think it was Coastal. I don't think it was UNCW.
Mason. It was at home. It was not A&T.
And it had to be within the first 8 games if it's Julian Samaro.
Yeah, because I stopped going to games.
Well, I don't think it was Julian Samaro. That's my point.
Well, that's your problem. Like, you need to get it in your head that it was.
I was at all the games.
I know. And you weren't paying attention. Maybe Hayden was talking to you.
She wasn't there.
I mean, to be fair, there are...
So how do you know? Maybe she was. Maybe it was Hayden at the scores table. Y'all boys stop yelling. Are you mad, dude?
I'm not mad.
If you're going to be mad at anybody, I think you need to look in the mirror. The man in the mirror.
Wait, who are you mad at?
Here we go.
Who are you mad at? Are you mad
I'm
at me?
not mad at anybody.
Are you mad at me?
No.
I'm sorry, man, if you're mad at me.
I just think it wasn't Julian Samaro.
No.
And everybody jumps down my damn throat.
No, please. No. Please. Oh, man. All right. Patrick, I brought up Will Wade because your alma mater needs a coach.
They do.
So you didn't grow up an Iowa fan, did you?
No, it really wasn't until I went to college that I really got into
So is like Fran the only coach you've ever known?
Yeah, I want to say when I was there, it was like Todd Licklider. That was a terrible era of Iowa basketball. And basically the rumors, what was it, the West Virginia coach, DeVries?
Yeah.
Iowa thought they were going to get him, but that's not panning out. So, yeah, they're in need of a coach.
I was wondering what the pecking order was between Indiana, NC State, and Iowa. Honestly, I would think Iowa would be ahead of NC State just because they're in the Big Ten now.
Yeah, just the money-wise, I'm sure.
But Will Wade
Indiana's
is a huge move for NC State.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree. I mean, part of that, I guess the ACC in basketball has some weight, too.
It does.
But the Big Ten is a pretty legit basketball conference as well.
Yeah, perfect fit. Just go from old cranky a-hole to old cranky a-hole and get Greg Marshall from Wichita State that hasn't played in a while.
Yeah.
For berating or his players or whatever he did.
Okay, I was about to ask you, what did he do exactly?
Just being a red-faced guy.
Yeah. Just constantly angry.
If Rick Pitino can come back, anybody can come back.
He gives some awesome quotes sometimes.
Yeah.
He's pretty open, too. But I wonder if part of it, too, is just like the weather and like where you are. Like Iowa's just kind of in the middle of the country and it's cold and I don't know.
Field of dreams, though.
Do you think because they're building up that area around Lenovo Center in Raleigh, that's probably a big reason?
Probably the only reason, Jarrett.
Okay.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh.
What are they doing?
I mean, they're redoing the whole entire area. I mean, I heard
it's going to be like, which I haven't been to the Brave Stadium. It's almost like a little city around the complex type thing.
I mean, they got enough room over there.
Yeah, because I think they're taking the student lot for tailgating football, putting a parking deck there.
All right, Johnny Stat says it was the George Mason game. Tony Skinn was their coach. Thank you, Johnny. Can you confirm it was Julian Samara? That'll be the last on the list. And then, I could go back and watch the game.
Wasn't Coastal.
Just hit, 15 minutes.
That does make sense that it was Tony Skinn, because I do actually remember hearing.
The guy was pounding the table that it was Coastal over here. It does make sense that I was wrong.
It does make sense, because I know it was very early on in the season, and Coastal and George Mason were back to back. And I remember George Mason also had fans behind the bench. I remember it had something to do with fans behind the bench.
And there were some Coastal fans there, too, just randomly. I guess you could say Tony got under Mike Schwartz's skin.
Yeah.
Now hit the Who theme song. CSI Miami right there. Yeah! Jamie says Patino is pretty open. He cheated on his wife in a restaurant. Was he married at the time? Yeah, he was being extorted. I know.
Hey, I mean, people make mistakes, man.
The truer words have never been said.
Yeah, people do that,
It's how you bounce back from those mistakes. All right, P. Mace, you have an empty bracket in front of you.
I do.
Actually,
got
no.
one team down.
You feel pretty good about Auburn.
Yeah, pretty good.
Beating Alabama State.
Do you guys start in a bracket, or do you just go like top left, or do you always say like I'm going to do this one?
I fill out all the way to the Final Four here, and then go all the way to the Final Four here.
I think I do like all around of 32s, and then I kind of move over. Or if I'm confident, I just send some team all the way through. But
I think about that, and then I fill my bracket and forget about it. But yesterday, I did notice that I start on the top left. I go all the way down the south, and when I get to that last game in the first round of the south, I then go back up, and I pick my second round and go that way. And I fill out one entire region before I start my next one.
There you go.
I don't hate that.
Like the old squeegee maneuver.
Yeah, I don't think there's any right or wrong answer. It might tell us if we're like psychos or not, or like
that's what I was wondering. Does anyone go like right to left? I think that's kind of wild.
Left brain or right brain?
Like you start on the bottom.
What if Patrick starts with Auburn and then randomly goes to the 6-11 game in Midwest? I would think you're a serial killer.
Sometimes I do get to a matchup and I'm like, I have no idea, and I'll just go somewhere random and then come back and just go, I'm kind of feeling like this.
But you always start on the left, right?
Oh,
left, right.
You got to be a psychopath to start in the right corner.
Does anyone start on the right or at the bottom?
Yeah, that's I've never seen that done before.
I'm going to try that next year. I don't even know if my hand would let me do it. Like I'd start the right and then like liar, my hand would take over and not let me do it.
Is it because also we write from left to right? Like what is it, like Japanese, they go right to left? Like is someone filling this out in Japan and they go right to left?
Don't bring up any other nationalities around
speaking of Japan, even though I'm speaking of it, baseball has begun.
Hey, I'm glad you brought up Japan.
Baseball has begun.
Wait, did you just do that so you could segue?
I did kind of.
Should we put in our White Sox
baseball?
bet?
Yes. Grab your phones.
Ooh, all right. Wait, but this has got to be like a future or something, right?
Yeah.
Win total.
Yeah.
Win total.
Okay.
Over win total.
Let's see what we're at.
We are all. I would love everybody in America to do this, just so we could. Like all the sports books will close the bet and be like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah.
There's an inside job.
There's some crazy money coming in on the White Sox.
All right, 53.5 over.
That's a lot of wins, boys.
I might honestly go under.
You can't.
We're all going over.
Just put $10 on it.
Deal.
You ain't got $5?
I'll go over. They got. I mean, that means they're still going to lose 100.
Yeah. Over 100 games.
109 if they push. So 108 they have to lose. I think that's totally in play. I was looking at that pitching staff today, and I was like, what in the world? They're starting, like, this guy named Sean Burke. He's had 4 appearances in his career. That does not sound good.
This bet is eligible for cash out.
Nice.
Thank you.
That means they're nervous.
If they start like 2-5, we could probably cash out for a profit.
If they start 1-0, I'm pretty sure we could cash out for.
All right, I got to find the future side here. I'm going over with you guys.
Make sure I don't do World Series winner. That would be a waster.
You might as well.
Oh wow,
mail
60 or more games, I can get plus 350.
I mean, I put in the 53.5. I thought we were all using the same book. We're using 3 different ones.
Well,
so I'm on FanDuel here. It's over 54.5.
I got 53.5. Yeah.
This is like terrible money though.
I kind of want to do the 60 thing.
We can all put in our separate bets.
But it's got to be White Sox winning games.
I feel like we do. We got to ride this together.
All right, 53.5. I'm going to take the over.
All right.
So
I'm taking the over 54 then. This is. I guess I got to shop around.
So now we have money basically on every White Sox game.
Yes.
Yep. Something to follow all year long.
$10 to win. Let's see what this bad boy is. $9.43.
You are invested.
Yep.
And you know what?
Locked in.
When that hits, it'll be in football season. You'll have an extra little bit of money to play
an extra
with.
$9 to throw down a parlay.
For football. All right, Patrick, can you hang on one more segment?
Yeah.
We'll talk a little Pirate baseball and maybe go down your bracket as well.
Yeah, I'll go top to bottom.
Right now you're on pace to pick one game
for
per 30
segment.
minutes, so you might have it done by tomorrow at noon.
Yep.
We'll take a timeout, come back. Still to come, Holton Ahlers as well on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back after this.
At U.S. Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want or the phone plan that's right for you. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Whoa, that's like getting tickets to both a wrestling match and a figure skating show.
Yep, get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90, no trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Cold weather is here, and some families in our area need help to stay warm. Greenville Utilities' Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their heating costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. And GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor stay warm this winter with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. For more information, call 752-7166 or visit GUC.com.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Have you heard? Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by today for lunch specials for only $8.99 with delicious features like chicken pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger steak, and everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Hey O's fans, Birdland memberships are on sale now for the 2025 season. Become a Birdland member and enjoy the best way to watch Orioles baseball. Choose from either reserved or flex plans, with reserved allowing you to guarantee seats for each game in your plan, while flex provides the flexibility to choose your games and seats when you want. Plus receive special benefits like discounts on concessions and merch, a flexible ticket exchange policy, and access to Birdland rewards. Buy your membership today at Orioles.com/memberships.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
This is Parker Bird from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hour 3 of PRL. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store, serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations, serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now we'll head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, we've got Will Griffin, not Will Wade. Isn't Will Wade a superhero?
Wade Wilson. Deadpool.
No. Ooh, yeah. Right.
Wade Wilson. Also, he was a quarterback for the Cowboys and Vikings.
Wow.
When I was a kid, Wade Wilson.
I used to call Will Wade Wade Wilson a lot, and people were like, you got to get this right.
Will Wade's a cool name.
You did it by accident?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't remember which one was Deadpool and which one Coach McNeese.
I think for a minute, people forgot just how good Will Wade was because of the whole thing that led to his exile at LSU. Like, all he did was do things that are now legal and praised, and people forgot how good he was.
People also forgot about Dre.
Yep. Nowadays, everybody want to talk.
Don't you hate when that happens?
I hate it, man. It is the worst when people are talking and they forgot about Dre.
Just forget about it.
I'm trying to find a super list of superhero
aliases.
Yeah. Because I wanted to do a game with y'all. Hayden, who's Bruce Wayne?
Wait. That's Batman.
Yeah.
Correct. Who is Clark Kent?
Superman.
Who is Tobey Maguire?
That sounds familiar.
No, Peter Parker.
That's Spider-Man.
Yeah. You know any other names?
Peter Piper picked a pepper from a pickled tree. I don't know.
10 seconds.
In jail.
Tony Stark.
Iron Man.
Wow, you know a lot.
Bruce Banner.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Oh.
Stumped.
All right, you're back, Jared.
Bruce Banner.
Was it
Hulk?
Yep. Logan. The Hulk. Turns green.
Terry Bollea?
Okay.
Wrestling real names are crazy, man.
Yeah.
Michael Hickenbottom? Get out of here. That's Shawn Michaels.
Oh, my God.
What a terrible name.
Yeah, you definitely got to change that.
Wrestlers have the weirdest names.
Need a stage name.
I'm glad they started using their real names.
Me too.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, what are we talking about?
Duke.
Certainly Duke is Duke.
They're on TV more than Leave It to Beaver. Reruns.
I had to show Jared the Jim Rohn, Pete Gillen cut from decades ago. How far are we on your bracket there?
Pretty close. I got, I don't know, what is this?
We got 2 in the Final Four. Who do we got?
7%. We got Bama and Houston. Okay. I'm telling you, my Bama love comes from just watching them one time. And
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, yep, I'm a big fan.
I watch one game, especially if I pick them or something.
Yeah.
And if they come through, I'm on it.
That's what happened to me. I'm like, yep, I like these dudes.
In fact, tonight, I know they didn't win, Bone, but I'm back on Xavier again.
Back?
Yeah.
Back.
I mean, what a win that was for us and a loss for Xavier.
Yeah, what are they, plus?
No, they're
minus.
Like 3.5.
I mean, hey. Got trivia tonight. We'll be at OT's, and we'll be riding this bet.
That's just be up by 2 and hit some free throws.
Yeah.
All you got to do is have a lead. Hit free throws, you win. All right, well, Patrick, how are you spending your NCAA tournament Thursday and Friday? Do you have a plan?
I want to go to B-dubs one time. It's just because something I always do. Just find some giant TVs and, I don't know, just drink a giant beer.
Are you going to be at your homeland?
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I might try to come out here on
You need to hit a tiebreakers because they have the best TV setup.
Yeah.
Or Bone will be boning.
Get up with me and Chandler.
OTs.
Yeah, for sure. Because that's what I want to do. Like, I love a spot with a million TVs and I can just consume it all.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Gotta have a good TV setup.
Yep.
All right, Pirate baseball falls last night in Fayetteville. Did you go?
I did not go. No. But I mean, coming off a 5-win week, and we were talking in the break. Just they had that 3-run second inning. I'm like, all right, maybe they're gonna keep it rolling, and then nothing happened after that. But conference play starts this weekend.
Yeah, it's kind of get right time or whatever. Like,
for sure.
The Carolina has dominated the American, and we talked to Aaron Fitt before the season. He said, obviously the Pirates are the favorite, but likes it to be a little tighter maybe at the top this year.
Yeah, he mentioned Tulane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just I guess what we've seen through the first, 20-ish games. I mean, it seems like, they might not run away with everything, but I guess we'll never know. I mean, it seems like ECU is turning it on as of late. Like, the bats are coming alive a little bit. These averages are starting to get up into the 330s. I mean, that first week or two, obviously, the competition was tough, but the bats were struggling, and now we're seeing some bunches of runs, and that's what I think was lacking earlier. You can talk all about just how they look, but they're stringing together runs. They're putting together some crooked innings, which is huge.
Yeah, and certainly did that during the 5-game winning streak.
Yeah.
And I think that'll happen for the most part in conference play, especially on Sundays. You're going to see a lot of long games, as we tend to do. I guess still waiting for we got a Friday ace.
We do
with Norby.
Yes.
Still waiting to see the best from young Sean Jenkins.
Yeah, just the fastball velocity a little bit. I'd like to see that kind of tick up, but he's kind of, I don't want to say hot and cold, but maybe he is a little bit hot and cold. Some days he looks like an ace. Sometimes he can mow you down with some nasty stuff, and other times he just looks like he doesn't quite have it. But yeah, you're totally right about Norby. Just watching him, I mean, just that arm angle and just kind of snaps it on you, and he really attacks you, and he works quick. I mean, he's a really tough at bat, and especially start off a series against that kind of sets the tone.
Pirates at home against Memphis, and then they'll be at Duke coming up next midweek.
Yeah, and then they're on their, I think, the first true road series after that, right?
Yeah, going to Houston, man. Get a weekend off.
Yeah.
Did I tell you, like, how excited you would be for that first weekend off?
That's what we were saying, man. You got to grind for about 2 months, and then you get it.
My mom I was talking to her last night, and she's like, what are y'all doing this? I was like, we're in Birmingham that weekend. We go here that weekend. I was like, I already got it memorized.
Yep. I used to look at like tournament schedule and everything when the baseball schedule would come out.
Oh yeah.
But then there's alternatives, Jared. You could get fired like I did and not have to worry about it. You don't want to get fired
before this weekend? Because
like any weekend.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't want to get fired. I think I'm doing pretty good.
That's a good goal.
Right, you are.
Okay,
and you're not complaining either.
No, I'm enjoying it. I mean, yeah, it was a late night. It got a little chilly towards the end, but I mean, I was having a ball last night, living the dream.
And your Twitter fingers aren't too spicy out there yet, so I think you're doing.
No,
good.
I'm not gonna tweet anything about baseball because I'm an idiot. I don't. Now, when football or basketball are in,
there you go.
And I was the same way, really. Cliff got mad at me once because East Carolina had this weird thing where they kept losing to UCF in soul-crushing fashion. They blew an 18-point lead in basketball. In football, it wasn't the Hail Mary because it had to be after that.
Yeah.
But it was like a close loss. And then they beat us 2 or 3 times, or they came back and beat us in baseball. And then I get to the game the next day to do PA, and one of the ECU administrators came said, like, yeah, I got a text from Cliff this morning that wanted me to remind you we had beaten UCF like 13 out of 14 times.
I wouldn't even consider that like.
It wasn't negative. It was like a matter of fact. Like, it was a Pirate fan saying, man, these guys got our number. Like, crazy stuff happens.
But I wouldn't even consider what he said getting mad. Like, that's just like, hey, like, we beat him 13 or 14 times or whatever. I don't think that's getting mad. That's just like,
You're right. He was happy about it.
I don't think it's happy, but maybe, I don't know.
That was just like what are you doing, man? We're good against these guys.
No, but Cliff and I, because we talked about it, I was like, Cliff, were you pissed off at me? He was like, no, but you know, you can be more positive.
Yeah, get some facts.
Yeah, I think that was his advice to me. Like, you can be a little bit more positive. I was like, you know what, you're right. I could be.
You could be.
It could be. It might be. It is. P-Mace, you said baseball is back. What a stupid. I
don't like those.
I hate sports.
I hate when they start the regular season while spring training's still going on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool to open up where you did, but
how you gonna have opening day when the season's already open?
Right.
Don't pull the wool over my eyes.
I agree. They did that in Korea or something a year or two ago. Yeah, last year.
What is it? Don't pee on my whatever and say it's raining or
That's
whatever.
The thing. And then what do you got to do? Go back to spring training, and now these games don't matter all of a sudden.
Play against a college team, a split squad game against the Twins.
Like, why not just do it 3 days before the season, or just give yourself time? No, but I'm saying like
opening day
when spring training. But if you got to go all the way to Japan and then you got another series the next day, I'm saying just space it out. You don't need to do it. Was this a week and a half, 2 weeks early?
I mean, I hate it to begin with, but what really got me was the remote broadcasting. Like, send the announcers over there.
Yeah, you got enough money.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
that drives me.
There's a reason it's called Japan's pastime. Wait, it's America's pastime.
Yeah, but Shohei Ohtani is,
great.
He's baseball
He's
now.
great.
Oh yeah, and yeah.
Not to send opening day to Japan, great, but like,
I'm a madman though. I did watch at 6 a.m. I got up and watched that first game.
So the who played? Dodgers beat the Cubs.
Yeah.
Game 1. How about game 2?
Same thing.
Okay.
It was I can't remember the score, but they won.
Didn't he hit a homer?
Yeah.
The Dodgers won 6-3 this morning.
It was like a fan interference home run too.
Yeah, the
and
fan
they were
reached over and pulled it in. And
they're never not going to take this away from Ohtani in Japan, and
it was a blast too.
Yeah.
Like it would have been considered a no doubter in all 30 MLB parks.
And it was like a 99 mile an hour low and inside fastball. He just golfed out of there. It was insane.
He is crazy bat speed.
He's so good.
Jamie's got a pretty good point. Clip is the best self-agitator I've ever seen. He can get himself angry on a dime, yelling at himself, basically. Well, nobody wants to yell at me. I have to yell at myself.
I think they should do the World Baseball Classic more annually. Like, I get that they want to do it kind of like the Olympics tour. It's special, but instead of going international for all these series, how about you give us the international teams with the best players from each country and make it a
I mean, I like that. Even just do it every other year would be cool.
Yeah,
just
I think
that's
kind of what they're doing now because they did it last year and then they're doing it next year. But
I
got an idea.
Teams and owners hate that, but
have the first game of the season in America.
Let's have a league where we have teams, and those teams have cities and they have nicknames.
Yeah, but you're trying to grow the game.
They all wear
Football
uniforms.
did this too. Did you riot about them going to Brazil?
They didn't.
Yes.
Yes. You
I hate it.
Okay.
Hate it.
Oh, I'm
Can't
just saying,
stand
you
it.
got to be consistent.
It takes a home game from a team. I hate that.
But it took away from the Packers and the Eagles, which I'm totally cool with both those teams.
See, I'm not. I'm not hypocritical. I'm not just, hey, don't hurt my team. I say don't hurt any team because I protect the shield.
Did you like the Bears going to London?
Yeah, I mean, I don't go to the Bears game, so maybe I'm the wrong person to ask, but I don't know. I mean, it's just you're playing a football game at 9 a.m. I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Gets football on longer.
I like it because it leads right into the 1 o'clock
People
games.
like you are what's wrong with this country.
No, football is a TV sport anyway. Like, if you're at that game, an NFL game, it is way different than... Like, a college game, you have more camaraderie and stuff. NFL game, you're just like, yeah.
Let's go to Brazil and break all our legs week 1. That is fun.
Hey, it's not my leg.
That's a good point.
Patrick, thanks for joining us.
Yep. On that note, break a leg.
Check out his work page, the Daily Reflector, online, reflector.com. We'll see you at Clark LeClaire Stadium this weekend.
I'll be there.
And put your name on the bracket, total points in the championship game.
I should also probably fill it out.
And tape it on the big door. All right, we'll take a break, come back, and hear from Holton Ahlers when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Do
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
At Riley's Army, our mission is to provide support to children with cancer and their families in North Carolina. From emotional support to financial assistance, we are here to ensure no family faces this journey alone. Guided by faith and a commitment to love and service, Riley's Army invites you to join us. Volunteer, donate, or spread the word. Together we can make a lasting difference. Visit RileysArmy.com to learn more. That's RileysArmy.com.
It's March, and Pirate Radio is teaming up with the Buccaneer Music Hall, Dirty Dan's, and Overtime's Tavern to help support ECU Baseball's Mustache March campaign. Mustache March t-shirts are available for purchase at all 3 locations. T-shirts are only $20, and all proceeds go towards ALS research. Stop by the Buck, Dirty Dan's, or Overtime's Tavern to get your shirt today. Wear it loud, wear it proud, and together we'll strike out ALS. Get your Mustache March t-shirt and make a difference. Go Pirates!
Greenville, are you ready for the biggest beauty event of the year? Beauty Bar Medi Spa Spring Extravaganza is coming soon. From March 24th to April 4th, get exclusive savings on Botox, fillers, skin bead, painless laser hair removal, advanced lasers, and more. Expert care, stunning results, a glow you'll love. This is your time to shine. Appointments fill up fast. Call at 252-752-1406 or visit beautybarmedispa.com to book your free consultation today. Beauty Bar Medi Spa, where confidence begins.
Hey folks, March Madness is here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're going mad with our huge discounts and savings on our 24 Ram 2500, over $10,000 off. Also, 10% off remaining 2024 Jeep Wranglers and 15% off any remaining 24 Jeep Gladiators. Also, we have a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, over 80 to pick from. We are the premier used car dealer in Eastern North Carolina. Cars starting at $7,999 and up. Remember, drive a little, save a lot.
Eastern North Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Join the Rick House for date night. One low price for a 4-course meal for 2 and a bottle of wine on the 3rd Wednesday of every month.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000-square-foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
We better sight land pretty soon. There's rumblings of mutiny.
Pirate Radio.
Rumble, rumble, rumble. Mutiny, mutiny, mutiny.
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
I mean, on top of everything else, this ship is rigged.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you heard? Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now a part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join DriveHereNow.com. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose the location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and proud supporter of the Pirates. And vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now we'll send it back in. Here's Clip.
All right, William, welcome back into the program. We move along and quickly head out to the Pirate Radio Live line down in Texas and talk to Holton Ahlers, who joins us on Pirate Radio Live. Holt, how you doing today, man?
Cliff, what's up? Doing good, man. Hope you are.
Yes, sir. Pumped up. First of all, great weather here in Eastern North Carolina, and also excited to watch wall-to-wall basketball Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can hear the games here on Pirate Radio. Holton, you got your bracket filled out?
I have not yet. I'm doing it tonight. So our last day of camp was really today, so I'm finally going to get some time this afternoon. I'm going to dive into it, do my research, and got to pick my teams. But yeah, I've started to look a little bit, but not too much. I'm kind of waiting until this afternoon once we get out of our final meeting to really dive into it.
Well, Cade Norman, host of the Backup Plan, has his bracket on our big board, our door. So I need you to either screenshot or email me your bracket when you get it done so we can get you in the contest here.
For sure. I got you. I will.
Your father is a 2-time winner of the Pirate Radio Bracket Challenge, as am I. So looking for you to maybe get on the leaderboard this year.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Cliff. I'm going to have to, I really have to do my research now. The pressure's on, but yeah, I'll do my best.
You are a football guy. You are an NBA guy. You got into college basketball late. So are you flying blind here? Holt, you said you were going to do some last minute studying, like you're in school cramming for the exam. But how familiar are you with the teams, and like, do you have some teams you want to follow or players you like in this thing?
Yeah, I've looked at a couple teams that I've seen throughout the year. Like, I really like Texas A&M. I think they rebound really well, and they got a couple really, really good athletes around them. And then St. John's I'm pulling for. I think that's my heart more than anything. I think that should be a cool story. They're 30-4 this year, so obviously they had a really good year. But other than that, I got to look into it more and do my research. But I really like A&M. I think they could, make a little run. Obviously, they have the NIL money, so they're going to have the athletes. I think offensive rebounding is big in winning basketball games. And the few games I've watched this year, they were really, really good at that.
I had some nostalgia Saturday night watching St. John's in the Garden, and it was absolutely rocking and kind of reminded me of some 90s Knicks basketball there in the Garden. It's cool to follow what Pitino's doing right now. Holden, what is your policy on upsets? Like I go through it and try not to pick too many. At the same time, I try not to have all number ones in the Final Four. So it's all matchup based and everything. But do you have policies on, all right, I got to pick at least one or two upsets, and I can't have all number ones, or do you just kind of play it out when you start going?
Yeah, just kind of go through it and look at the stats. Obviously rebounding, offensive efficiency. And then, I like to look at turnovers, too. Do they force turnovers? Do they turn the ball over a lot? I think that happens a lot. And then one thing for upsets, always look at the three-point percentage, because I think if you're a smaller school and have to upset, you're going to have to shoot the three good. So there's just a few things I look into, and I'm going to deep dive into it tonight for a couple hours. When I finally have some free time, I'm pretty pumped for it. And, yeah, man, March is here, and March Madness is, there's nothing like it.
One great game, one great finish last night, and then one absolute blowout. North Carolina hammering San Diego State to advance. And then you had Alabama State. Did you see the final play of that game, Holden, where we might be seeing more of this, man? You don't see a lot of basketball Hail Marys, but that worked out beautifully for those guys.
It did. I don't see, if you keep it in bounds, it's really a smart play because, you're on that side of the court.
Yeah.
You get fouled. There's a lot of different options. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot more of it. And then, with UNC, that is a team that, honestly, I could see making a little run in the tournament this year. Look, they got a lot. They got two veteran guards that have played really, really well under pressure, played big games. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if they go make a little run right here.
Wall-to-wall coverage of the NCAA tournament coming your way Thursday, Friday, right here on Pirate Radio, and looking forward to listening to the games when I'm out and about coming up this weekend. Holton, while we're on the topic of basketball, let's get a Knicks NBA update. What's the latest on your team and how they're faring in the East?
Yeah, we're third right now. We're probably going to finish third. Brunson's out pretty much until the playoffs right now, which I'm okay with. Let him get some rest, let our bench guys play a little bit. I really wouldn't mind if we lost a few games, ended up in the 4 spots. We don't got to play the Celtics round 2, but however it ends up, it ends up. You know, I think we can compete with anyone when we're healthy, so we're just going to have to see how it ends up. But I wouldn't mind, if we go on a little losing streak here. I don't know if I'd ever said that, but just seeding-wise, the 4 might be easier than the, obviously the 2 or the 3.
Holton, we talked months ago, and I think the Cavs and Thunder were going to play each other or something, and I know we both kind of said, like, are they going to keep up this pace? How about they're both 56-12 right now? So, I mean, we've seen a big enough sample size. I guess the question is, can these teams do it in the playoffs, or will Boston reign supreme, or a veteran team, maybe even the Lakers or Nuggets, surpass the Thunder? But how about the years the Cavs and the Thunder are having, not totally out of nowhere, but not your traditional powerhouses?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I mean, the Thunder are going to win it eventually. They're going to win at least the West. They're just too talented. They have too many draft picks. They still have stockpiles of draft picks. So they're eventually going to win it. That doesn't surprise me at all. The Cavs, on the other hand, Donovan Mitchell, I mean, he's led teams like this before, and until they do it in the playoffs, I'm really not going to believe it. I think they're really, really, really good, and they got a good bench, and each player understands their role really well. But, I mean, they're going to have to go take down Boston. They're going to probably have to play the Knicks or someone like that. Probably the Pacers, who are a good playoff team and a good environment there. So I think, trustworthy-wise, I think the Celtics are still, a little bit more trustworthy in the East if you're betting on it, and then the Thunder in the West and the Cavs until the Cavs go out there and prove it.
For someone who doesn't follow it day to day or even week to week, Holton, how in the world are the Rockets in second place in the Western Conference? Who do they have, and why should we start caring about the Houston Rockets?
Yeah, they got a really good young core, man, I'll tell you. And then I don't even know how to say their center's name. It's like Shagun something.
Yeah, okay.
He's an all-star. He's really, really good. I mean, their team is all under 24 years old. I mean, they're going to be really good for a while now. Their management did a really good job of getting them. But that's another team, kind of like they're 2 years behind the Thunder. They're stockpiled on picks, and they've had good picks. And now their young guys are probably playing better than they thought they would that early. And, I mean, they're, climbing up the leaderboard there. But until you go out there and do it, this is really their first playoff that they're going to be competitive. So I wouldn't expect them to make it too far. It wouldn't surprise me if they did, just because they are talented, but they're also super, super young. They got to get experience first.
Holt Naylor's joining us. College football, Deion Sanders wants to face a team in a spring game, and I've brought up this before and said it would be a great idea, but I understand why teams don't do it with injuries and everything like that. Looks like they might have a willing participant. Syracuse says they might be interested in this. How do you feel about a preseason spring game between teams to get fans involved?
Absolutely love it. I mean, shout out to Deion for saving college football. He's sitting here, some of these guys are saying they're going to cancel spring football and all that, and he's saying, no, let's do the opposite. Let's play actual games. So shout out to him. I hope it comes true. I would love it. I mean, look, America loves football. Let's have some more of it.
Well, I know why you'd love it. You'd have the red jersey on probably during the game.
No, make it live. Let's go.
I've been seeing Holton not just throw, but run around in some highlights. How are things going, Holton, with the Renegades, and what's kind of the schedule looking like for you right now?
It's been good, man. We finished camp really today. We have cuts today and tomorrow morning. Feel good about that, but, I mean, it's also pro football. You never know, so once we get through that, then we got game week next week. Next weekend is kickoff of the UFL, so we got more football. People who are football fans tune in. It's on ABC and ESPN. It's really good football. It's really, really good competition. I mean, it's as good as football as you're going to see, especially in the spring.
Really awesome to see Holton Naylor's, Noah Henderson, and some guys at Dickies Arena last week. You saw East Carolina get one win, Holton, but could not get it done against Luxembourg and the UAB Blazers. That guy was a monster against ECU. But, man, that was really cool, and shout out to you for cheering on the Pirates out there in Texas. What was that like?
No, man, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I liked the tournament there. The conference is so spread out. Like, I don't really know where else you would have it. North Texas actually played before ECU, and that was pretty much a full house, which was pretty cool to see. But yeah, I mean, we talked to RJ Felton on the Holton Naylor show this week that drops tomorrow afternoon, and I just kind of asked him, what was the mindset going into it? And I'm always interested in different athletes and their mind, going into different events, and obviously a conference tournament, it doesn't matter how bad you do during the season. We actually had a good season, but as long as you win that tournament, you're in. And what is the mindset of that? So we dove into some of that. It was just a really, really good conversation. I mean, he's an all-time great for ECU.
No doubt. Holton, good stuff, man. What's the plan with the Holton Naylor show and the backup plan? What do we have coming here on Pirate Radio?
Yes, we got RJ Felton dropping tomorrow, and the backup plan next week, and we might slip in a March Madness backup plan if Gabe can slip one in before tomorrow, but we'll have to see on that. Definitely RJ Felton tomorrow, though.
Looking forward to hearing from, as Holton said, from one all-time Pirate to another. Holton Naylor's and RJ Felton. That's good stuff, man. Holt, appreciate the check-in. We'll talk to you again next week, bud.
Yes, sir. See you, Clip.
All right, there is Holton Naylor's joining us. We'll take our final time out, come back, get ready to wrap it up here on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
Ahoy Greenville! Prepare to set sail for the 18th annual Pirate Fest on Saturday, April 5th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Greenville Town Common. The festivities begin at 11 a.m. with the Parade of Pirates. Then beginning at 1 p.m., it's great beach music from the Embers. At 3 p.m., Cooper Greer takes the stage. And at 5 p.m., it's Captain Mike and Shipwrecked with a Jimmy Buffett tribute. Visit our unique food trucks, eclectic vendors, and immerse yourself in pirate festivities. For more details, visit piratefestnc.com.
Spring is almost here, and now's the time to spring into a new car at Doug Henry of Greenville. Spring is the best time to revamp your drive. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up. Fish Street Hardware is bringing back mountain music and are springing back together to help our friends in Western Carolina on April 12th. This event kicks off at 12 with great food specials, giveaways, auction items, and a full day of amazing artists rocking the stage. Featuring local favorites Lonnie Britton, Tanner Oakley, Back Row Backsliders, Anna Park, Jake Mitchell, Eric Dunlow, and many more. Mark your calendars for April 12th and we will see you at Fish Street Hardware's Mountain Music Springing Back Together event. For all up-to-date information, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Fish Street Hardware.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Brite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choose from the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here. The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Ayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate. It's a low inventory market. Right now, Pitt County is experiencing a shortage of homes on the market, especially at certain price points. Currently, there's only about 2.5 months of home inventory available, with the average sales price sitting right at $300,000. Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
If you're going to put your name on something, it better be your best work.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a decent day for the stock market today. The Dow was up 383 points and closed at 41,964. The NASDAQ was up 246 at 17,750, and the S&P was up 60 points and finished the day at 5,675. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
I hope you folks enjoy your tournament Thursday and Friday. You can tune into Pirate Radio if you're out and about and catch the action right here on Pirate Radio. My favorite plays of Thursday: VCU BYU over, and Drake plus the 6.5 against Mizzou. Jared, what are you eyeballing?
Texas A&M minus 7.5 over the Yale Bulldogs.
All right. And we kind of like UNCW. We're going to go with that too.
Plus the points. And then
Yeah.
Lipscomb, obviously. Heavy on the spread, sprinkle on the money line.
That's Friday, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we're not going to be here.
I'm not going to be here. All right. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Will. Big Dog. Hayden. Appreciate you. Brackets are on the board. Man, that door looks good. We'll be back with you live on Monday, recapping rounds 1 and 2 and the ECU baseball weekend. So we will talk to you then. Appreciate y'all tuning in today. Have a great rest of your week and weekend. We will see you Monday. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.